Joy, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. May, welcome in. What's going on, Karen? How are you, darling? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you? Thank you for my heart, me. Still early, it's still early, it's still early. It's just hitting 9 o'clock. I should have started a little bit earlier, but I didn't. I was a little distracted. I'm not gonna lie. Was a little bit distracted. But good morning. Good morning, everyone. Drinking your coffee, Holly. Good morning, Samara. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Make sure I invite some certain people that wanted to be invited. Let me see, keys. Let me see if I can get the right key in here. Let me see if I can search him, because seems like I'm having a problem searching people on this app. I don't know what it is. Good morning. Good morning. So, guys, do you guys know what the topic is for today? Do you guys know the topic for the live today? Have you guys been paying attention to my videos? Have you guys been paying attention to my videos? It's a good topic. It's a great one, actually. It's a great one. Let me see. For some reason, some people are not searchable. That's weird. Like when I search some people, I can't find them. It's a little weird. I'm gonna have to keep trying. There you go. Social anxiety, social well-being, however you want to put it. Hold on. Let me switch up the boxes for a little bit. If y'all can, please double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Share the live out. My brother's in the building. What it do? What it do? Grand Rising Angel. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the heart, man.
Grand Rising.
Keys. He was supposed to share it to a few other people, but for some reason when I went to go share it and I search his name, I can't find him. It's weird. I don't know what's been going on with this app. This app's been acting a little wonky.
Repeat the name again. I didn't hear you. I'm trying to see if I
His
have
name is Keys.
Keys, like with the K.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I have him as a friend.
Did you say cheese?
Yeah. Remember he used to come into the live all the time?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, I was on live with him the other day. He wanted me to share it out to him. I can't. When I share it, it won't let me share it.
What's his
Yeah,
profile
brother
picture?
Keys.
I'll go search it in the search
He has
bar.
like black dude with a hat on.
Okay, I'll be back. Let me go search it. Okay, hold on. I'll put
Okay.
you back on, man. Hold on. Okay, be back.
Good morning, Erica. It's like every time I try to share it, it won't let me share it. Key 2 valid. I think that's his name on this app, on the app. Oh, he's live right now. Hold on. I'm gonna go jump in there. Oh, now that's why I can't find him. I got it. I got it. He changed his name to is that Keys. All right. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get started in just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. That's the reason why I couldn't find him. We be changing up their names and whatnot. Wasn't following them on here. But the topic of today is, what did you give me the votes? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So the topic of today is social well-being, y'all. Because as we know, 2020 was probably the worst experience of social anxiety everybody's ever witnessed. So we're gonna see if we can get everybody back to like at least give everybody a better understanding and get everybody back to a normalcy of that. Um, sorry, y'all. Just a little bit of a yeah. It was bad. It was bad in 2020. It was bad. It was bad in 2020. So we're gonna talk about just different ways to kind of cope with that and try to get back. Try to just get back into the environment. Yeah, it's being weird. Don't even worry about it, Mama G. I think I'll be able to find them on this page. Don't even worry about it. You can come back up. You can get back up. You can come back up. Thank you, babe. If y'all want to drop that, put that up, that thing back up again. Sorry, I wasn't even really paying attention. Trying to do too many things at once. Over here trying to do too many things at once. If you guys want to hit the poll right here on top, you see that blue clipboard that's above my head. If you guys want to hit the poll up top and answer the poll, just go ahead and do that. The moderators can't do it, but all the everybody that comes in can. So if you guys want to just go hit that poll and go check it out, answer the questions within the poll, and rate your week, rate your mental 1 to 10. Where you at as far as your mental is concerned? I'm over here sharing the live on my other page. As far as your mental is concerned, rate your mental 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Get butterfly in here. Castro, welcome in, brother. What's going on, Bester? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, we're running a little slow right now. Leave my house. I'm just trying to tell you, Erica. Listen, it's not. Sometimes it's a good and bad thing when you stay in your house for too long. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that I'm telling you right now, that shit'll drive me crazy. It drives me crazy being in the house all day. So when we went by the water, when I'm telling you, I felt so at peace being by the water. Because I'm a social. At one point in time, I was very much a social butterfly, right? I was very much a social butterfly. I would love going out. I'll go to the events in my state, go out to eat with friends. You know what I'm saying? I would just go out, just to go out, because being in the house was just like, ugh. Like, you know what I'm
Vid,
saying?
the
You
vid
don't,
messed it up for all of us.
but you don't necessarily have to spend money when you go out. That's the thing,
Hmm.
right? You don't necessarily have to spend money to go out. You there's things that you can do that would require you just to utilize your time. You don't have to necessarily spend money. You don't. We went to the beach and had a great time. It was so relaxing, so refreshing. Like, to the point where everybody that was coming into the live felt just as peaceful as we felt being at the beach, and they were just watching it. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly think COVID created that hermit mentality. Even though some of us was already a hermit before COVID, but I think COVID made it worse. I think COVID made it worse.
If I may,
Go for it.
COVID also played around with people's trust issues.
Talk about it.
I'll give you an example, and this is one that people are really going to trip out. I was in a relationship where the way COVID affected her was Didn't want to shake anyone's hands. And listen, I'm a Latino, so if you know anything about Latinos, when we say hello and we embrace people, it's a kiss in the cheek and it's a hug.
Right.
So that kind of destroyed my entire culture. The way that we meet and greet people, even if people that we don't know, if you don't know, Latino people will give you a kiss in the cheek and hug you, even if we don't know you, as long as you're being introduced
Facts.
as the right person. Now, here's the other part to it. Because the person that I was with became antisocial and anti hanging out and being around with other people, it rubbed off on me because I was at the peak of my transformation of being around people that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to be around. I had to start when I was in my peak of transition, where I had to pick and choose my battles, carefully evaluate the people that I want in my life going forward. Conveniently, um, COVID came in and took me to a different level where it started rubbing off on me what she was doing with what I was doing. And I kind of became that person, being that, you know how I am. I'm a very social person. I'll go, look, right now, I'm not even home right now. I'm 3 hours difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even in the East Coast right now. And I'm still up doing this with you because I like the social of it. I like the conversations of it. I like when people learn. But I said all that just to say that COVID affected people differently. You ended up having to be stuck in a house with people that you didn't even like. You get to
The boxes are
understand
open, guys. If you guys want to come up.
it. So it busts the doors open for people to say, "Wow, I've been with this person for a while, and I don't even like this person."
Right. Like it definitely played a major role in a lot of breakups. It played a major role in a lot of people's marriages going sideways because you really don't know a person until you have to spend a long time with a person in the same room, in the same house, in the same environment, 24/7, 7 days a week. Yeah, everyone's allowed. Everybody can come up. Everybody's allowed. As long as people are not doing weird shit.
We
Because
don't discriminate here.
my moderators are fast. I'm just gonna let you
That's
guys
fuck.
know.
I, I,
Uh,
I tell you what. I tell you what. In my coaching experience as a coach,
mhm.
what I got a lot of is I really didn't know this person, and till this day, they can't even answer why they was with that person in the first place.
That that's wild. Actually,
That's super wild.
that's wild. Yeah, a lot of people don't really know why they're with somebody. Truth be told, some people just don't want to be alone. Some people just don't want to be alone.
Yep,
You
that
know,
part.
and it becomes more stressful than anything.
But isn't that contradicting? I don't want to be alone, but I don't want to be with you.
Yeah, it gets a little wild though. It gets a little wild though. But I got a couple of things I wrote down. Because this actually is one of the chapters in my book, the social well-being. If you have the book and you've read that chapter, you know what it entails. For the people that haven't read that chapter, I do have everything here on my notes, and I'm gonna refer those notes a lot during this live because there is certain things that you guys do need to understand. That is something that needs to be taught or read. Or there's a learned behavior that needs to be readjusted in your brain, of the things that comes with social well-being and removing that social anxiety. And one of the things is cultivating meaningful relationships, not toxic relationships, not relationships that will bring you more stress than good. I'm talking about real loving and caring relationships, and I'll go a little more into what I mean about that. Hey, what's going on, peacefully?
Hi. I don't normally come up, but you're talking my language. I really could take some notes though.
Well, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
You said meaningful relationships. I was like, I'm coming, I'm coming. Okay.
So the topic today is social well-being. It's social well-being because as we know, 2020 was probably like the worst experience of social anxiety that just as a collective in the country we all experienced, right? But we never tried to find a way to kind of push ourselves out of that. We kind of stayed stagnant within that, and we could see it today because 9 out of 10 times we're either on this app just chilling, you know what I'm saying, and being on panels and whatever the case may be, and not touching grass as much as we should be touching grass, or we just don't like being around individuals at all together because of the scare of getting sick and catching this virus and whatever the case may be. So when I mean cultivate meaningful relationships, invest time and effort in building and nurturing relationships with people who uplift you and support you. Seek out individuals who share similar values and interests and prioritize spending quality time with them. Okay, you got to find somebody that really matches your fly. And if it's not, and I don't mean in a relationship aspect, I mean friendships, your family, you know what I'm saying? It goes deeper than just relationship. If you're around somebody that's just gonna cause you anxiety, or you feel like you got a side item every time you go around them, you shouldn't be around them. Am I lying?
It's a little bit more.
You're not lying.
It's a little bit more than what to do. It's more about what not to do, because when you focus more on what to do, you push perfection, and you know how we feel about
Not perfection.
perfectionists.
Right.
So when you go after something, then you're gonna want more and more and more. But if you avoid things rather than go for things, you end up in a better position.
Yeah. No, you gotta have a full lens, and that's for the positive and the negative. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a full lens for both, because if you're able to see both, then you'll know what the fuck not to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you'll know the people not to be around when if you see from both lenses. You know what I'm saying? And then one of the other things that's really difficult right now, and I've noticed that, is people don't know how to communicate. I've noticed that people don't know how to communicate. And it's becoming real elementary at this point. It's like people's vocabularies is all over the place. When people try to talk, they really can't articulate their words. They just don't have the ability to speak to individuals anymore.
Did you not
Don't
just experience that yesterday in another panel? Did y'all not just experience that same thing on another panel with that gentleman yesterday?
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
I
Let-
missed
No,
it.
no, but I'm just saying
no,
we're not
but
gonna
but
sit
it
here.
plays it
But
plays to the conversation.
right?
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
experience that the other day. We definitely experienced that the other day. We had a whole conversation about I guess there was a situation that happened where this 68-year-old dude is dating an 18-year-old, got her pregnant, or whatever the case may be, and we're trying to have him understand that the situation itself was wrong, because before she turned 18, she was already pregnant by the 60 something year old man, and he just wasn't comprehending anything that we were saying. Not a thing. Not even a little bit. He was literally fighting us every step of the way.
Yeah, he
so
was
don't
dedicated to misunderstanding it. He didn't really want to expose that.
well,
They
don't
get
drop
it.
the
And
ball.
mind you, when King left that live, it was another woman who went up there and got down to his level. Because they say you got to meet certain people at their level. So she tried to put it in a scenario where he would understand. He still was like, but she was at the church. She was 14. She didn't have a choice.
So it became like a tit for tat type of situation. I dropped out. I was like, I just couldn't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. I have no problem dumbing down myself to try to meet somebody where they at. But when I gotta dumb down myself and you're still not comprehending anything that I'm saying, I'm good.
So
Yeah.
let's not drop the ball.
Go for it.
If you've been paying attention to this show, and we didn't do this on purpose, if you understand the pattern of this show, you will understand things from a different perspective, because the most important part of communication is the listening part.
Right.
So again, it's not so much how you express yourself, it's more about how you interpret, or your perspective on how people speak and how you look at things. Because if you at least can look at things from different perspectives, and you have an open mind and you're flexible about it, you will be able to express yourself. But if you can't listen and you don't want to understand, it's like the universe is playing a trick on you, and it puts a block in the way you express yourself. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's kind of weird.
No, no, it makes sense. Go ahead, peacefully. I know you just unmuted. Go for it.
No, I was just about to. It just flew right over my head. I lost it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's still early, y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all coffee, man. Like, make sure y'all get y'all coffee.
I got my
You
coffee. Let me take a sip.
know? You know what I'm saying? We still got 4 boxes. If you guys want to come up, please come up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy to come up, because the next segment of this live, I'm gonna ask a lot of questions, and I want everybody to be as truthful as possible in
Oh,
regards to the
that's
questions.
what I was gonna say. It's not like a judgment because I always like leave room for evolution. Like I don't judge people. I always say, oh, you're just not in that energy right now. You know,
Right.
gotta leave them alone, let them evolve a little bit. And
I've learned over the time. There's certain people that are coachable and certain people that are not.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I've come to that conclusion. What's going on, Stats? I've come to that conclusion that I can't coach everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've come to that conclusion. So I'm learning. I'm learning. Oh yeah, can you bring everybody up, please? Thank you. I'm learning over time that I can't control or I can't coach everybody. Not everybody is coachable. You get what I'm saying? So when we're having a conversation and everybody's in agreement, you get what I'm saying with the conversation, and you're still combating 8 people that are in the panel when we're all giving you the same exact advice, and you're still trying to fight us and trying to make it seem like your perspective makes sense and it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind opinions, right? As long as opinions come with knowledge, right? It comes with something that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? When it doesn't make sense, and we're giving you the facts. We read the article. We're giving you the facts. That's in your face. The facts is there
sorry
because
guys.
we gave it to you, but you're still fighting us. Like, like you get what I'm saying? Like at
King,
that point, I'm exuding too much energy into it. I'm giving
hey,
too much
hey, King,
everything.
you said you can't coach everybody.
Not everybody's coachable.
All right, now watch this. You can't coach everybody, but not everybody can coach you.
That's true. It takes a strong individual that can do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause if I'm gonna be coached like Hormiga, I consider him a mentor. So when me and him have conversations, I can understand the things that he's telling me because the way that he's trying to give me the information or provide the information, it's just like chef's kiss. Honestly, you know what I'm saying, when he gives me information. So I sit there and I listen because I'm a person that's open for knowledge. I don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room. Never. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the person that learns and learns and learns. I want to be that teacher that's also the student.
Say that again, please. Say it again very slow so that everybody can get it, please.
I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the one that learns and learns. I want to be the master. I want to be that teacher that's also a student. Think
That
about
was
that.
that was too
Don't let that
fast.
go over your head, people. And
That
don't
was
and
too
don't try to
fast.
use
Can
my
you say
phrase
it a little
either.
bit slower? I didn't understand. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't let that go over your head, people. All right, I am trademarking that. By the way, I'm gonna let y'all know that that's being copyrighted. And, listen, to be a best teacher, honestly, you have to also be a student because you have to learn. There's different ways, methods, and different ways to learn. Go ahead, my man. Go for it.
I was just gonna say, I heard a quote one time that said, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room."
That part.
Yeah.
That part. Very
Well,
true.
I'm
and
not
there's
even the smartest
also
person in the
Very much
room with
so.
toddlers.
So
Oh God,
Yeah,
peaceful.
I'm the
man, them
smartest in the boat.
toddlers are
This might not be my
advanced.
room.
There's
What'd you say? What'd
also
you
a
say, Stats?
saying.
She said
There's
she not.
I
also
was just
a
playing.
Oh my bad.
I was just playing. I said I'm the smartest in the room. This might not be my
Bullshit.
room.
Bullshit.
Listen, if that's what you think, I'm gonna let you have that.
Cause look, I was an RA automotive.
Listen, I agree with
I'm
I
gonna
had
let
peacefully.
you
good
have
grades,
that.
bro.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
not
debate
even
him on it.
smarter in a room full of my 2 toddlers and they're 3 and 6. My
Listen,
6-year-old smart as
I'm
shit.
not gonna debate. I'm not gonna debate that with you, bro. I'm not even gonna go back and forth with you,
I
bro.
had all A's and B's in high school, bro.
that don't
I'm
mean
not.
I'm
nothing.
just gonna agree
You
with
not
you.
There's
in high
always
school no more.
Hold on,
there's
time out,
always
time out,
someone
time out, time
smarter
out,
than
time
you.
out.
Just like,
Everything. Too many
oh,
people talking
okay,
at once. Hold on, hold
I
on, hold
can
on.
fight this, that, and the third. I'm big bad. There's always somebody bigger and badder than you, bro.
No, hold on, time out. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna keep to the topic. We're gonna keep to the energy, positive, all of it, as positive as possible. We're gonna leave it where it's at because y'all already know. That's why I said I'm gonna leave it where it's at because I know he's joking. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Um,
All
But
I was going to say is there's a saying, a fool thinks he knows everything. A
mhm.
wise man knows he knows nothing.
Ooh,
Does that make sense?
I really like that, and I have to add a little bit of element here. Here's the reason why the smartest person in the room has
you live
nothing to do with knowledge. You
right.
see, smart is not knowledge. Smart is what you do with knowledge. That's what makes you an intellectual. That's number one. Number two, the smartest person in the room is the one that wants to know the knowledge. That's the smartest person in the room that's open to new knowledge. A person that already knows it is stuck on it and doesn't grow from that. You understand what I'm saying? So again, the smartest person in the room is the one that's eager to learn.
That part. So I'm gonna ask a few questions, right? And I want everybody to answer this as truthful as possible. Since 2020, since 2020, because we got to start there. We have to start there because that's where it all started for me. Anyway, as far as your social anxiety is concerned, from a rate of 1 to 10, where are you as far as your social anxiety, and why? And give me the truthful answer, not because it's somebody this, not somebody. I need somebody. I need the truthful answer, honestly. So I'm not gonna start with Hormika because I already know Hormika's a social butterfly. But I'm gonna let him go last because I know he's gonna blow up the room. So I'm gonna go to peacefully. Then we're gonna go to Miss Tay, then Karen, then Charlene, Two Stacks, Mermaid, Mama G, and then I'm gonna let him go last.
I think my social anxiety is at a 10. I mean, I have no problem with communicating with anybody. It's just the only thing that bothers me is when it comes to the physical. People actually act surprised that I actually have intellect. And that's the thing that irritates me. It's like they always focus on the physical rather than what a person can actually like communicate to you, you know?
Right. So I know Venus said define anxiety. So when I mean anxiety, let's I gotta keep I'm always gonna refer 2020 because that was probably the worst experience we all had as humans, right? When I mean social anxiety, I mean, for example, you walking by somebody and you, or you in a large crowd, right? And you're used to being in a large crowd, but since 2020 you no longer want to be in a large crowd. You just feel uneasy being in large crowds, or you feel uneasy being around too many people.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
Right. But at one point it wasn't like that. At one point it wasn't like that because we were all going out, going to clubs, going to party, having a good time, enjoying these events. But now, since then, everybody is just like,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to be around anybody. So it's just like that's the type of anxiety that I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and I only reference going to the clubs and stuff like that because that's an outgoing, you go out to do things. You can go to the, I don't know, go bowling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about where there's large crowds of people. And then all of a sudden now you no longer want to be around these large crowds of people. You get what I'm saying? So
Concerts and ball games.
right, that too. You know what I'm saying? Miss Tay, go for it if you're available.
Is it me? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, you good.
Okay, sorry. Um, Me personally, I've always been a homebody. I was raised to be a homebody.
Okay.
My I guess you could kind of say my grandma was very overprotective. So I wasn't, while the girls was out doing having fun with the boys and stuff, I had to be in the house. I wasn't allowed to go out. So once 2020 hit, it's like it's a normal for me. Like I'm okay with being in the house. I'm okay being isolated from people. I I just don't like people because I'm the type of person where I'll sit here and give you my everything, my heart. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what you about. If you need it, I got you. But it's like I've always been where like I get used. So it's always been okay. I'm not with it no more. So I just don't like people. I like communicating with people. I like going out to the stores. I like browsing. I like looking. I like shopping. I love getting out of my house just to go to work because it's my way from away. But other than that, I want to be home and away from people. My anxiety is probably the highest that it's ever been
I
in
know
the last 2 years, we'll say.
you're being
Not since
honest.
2020, but since in 2 years.
You're being honest, and I like the truthfulness. I like the truthfulness and the transparency. So I respect that.
That's all you can. I mean, I'm not who's I was always taught that if you're gonna sit here and fraud, you're gonna have to come up with another story and another story and another story and another story just to keep up with that first fraudulent story that you told. So no matter how bad it makes somebody feel, I mean, no matter how good it makes them feel, always tell the truth. Always, because there's always help. Like maybe you need help with something, or you can help somebody else. I
Right.
mean, and like I said, being dishonest, it just leads to a whole bigger than what it already started out to be.
No, agreed. I agree with you, and thank you for your transparency again. Though, go ahead.
Question: is 10 the worst or is one the worst?
So one being the worst, 10 being the best.
Okay.
Yes, one being the worst, 10 being the. So one being my anxiety is through the fucking roof, and 10 being I'm a social butterfly. All right. So just to give you guys a clarification on that, me, I'm at a 6, right? Because I've always been a social butterfly. 2020 has been had 2020 definitely hit me heavy, right? But it didn't completely stop me. It didn't completely stop me because I've always been a social butterfly. I've always been out in the scenes, doing things, helping the community, being in the community, doing things in the community. So I've never stopped doing it. I was just more reserved on it. You know what I'm saying? I reserved myself a little bit more. I had boundaries, like somebody said in the chat. I like that word, guys. Thank you. Karen, go for it.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so when COVID hit, I started working from home.
Mm-hmm.
And in the house at the time was my sister, my brother-in-law, my brother-in-law's mother, and me.
Mm-hmm.
And I never went back to work in the office. I still work at home, and working at home works best for me. But what I've noticed is I used to love to go like to Walmart and spend money, shopping and stuff like that. I If I go to Walmart now, if I have to go inside Walmart,
6.
I can't go online. I have to go inside. I have to self-medicate before I go.
Right.
And within 5 minutes, I want to start taking people out with a cart. I just noticed I get overstimulated a lot easier. And I mean, I'm seriously alone all the time. And when I just can't go anywhere anymore without, feeling really tense because it's just too many people, it's too much noise, it's too much activity, it's just too much.
So
So
does that stem from something else, or was it just because of COVID that caused that?
I think it's gotten worse since COVID because a lot of times it's just all the energy bouncing off. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. No, that's
It's just
good.
a lot of different energies, a lot of different, and Walmart is the worst. I don't know what it is about Walmart, but it's depressing. Um, it really is.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
But
That's what it is.
it's gotten worse. I think it's gotten a lot worse
Right.
to the point like I'm looking for a place to move right now. Um, and the idea of living in an apartment complex gives me anxiety
Right.
because too many people around, too much activity, too many people around. No, can't do it.
No, I get that. I can understand that. I think the most difficult thing, especially with just being social, is the anxiety of too many people, of having too many people. But I think the remote working from home thing caused a lot of problems. Right? It did good, but it also did damage to a lot of people
Right.
because it removed the ability to communicate with another human. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
good. You can talk over the phone and all that stuff. That's cool, right? That's easy to do. But when you get to the point where you have to physically communicate with somebody, can I have somebody rotate out for Mika? Because Mika's actually a co-host. So if you can, somebody rotate out for her after. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um.
And the other thing that I've noticed is before COVID, I had a lot of
Okay.
acquaintances that I'd spend time with.
Right.
I have none now. None.
See, that's the most difficult thing right there. Is that issue right there of not having somebody to communicate with? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you work and work and work. All right, cool. But after you work, what's next? Who's around you? You know who you communicating? Who you talking to? Like
Right.
sitting by yourself 24/7 is not a good thing. I'm
No,
sorry,
it's
it's
not.
not. It's being by yourself all the time is not healthy. It's not. It's
No,
not a healthy thing.
it's
It,
not.
it it causes more damage than good, and a lot of people don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people said that they're uniform to it because they've been doing it before COVID, and COVID made it worse. But you got to really think about it. When you're out in the, when you get to the point where you have to be around people, you're not gonna be able to be around people. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you're gonna think that everybody's out to either hurt you or somebody or you're just side eyeing everybody, and 9 out of 10 times you might be side eyeing a person that you can actually have be a friend with or communicate with. You
And
know what
it's
I'm
been a
saying?
lot
Like,
harder in the
but you'll
last
never
few
know
months.
that. But you'll never know that until you actually open up and make it happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Welcome in, Mika. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? What are we discussing?
Today's topic is social well-being. Today's
It was
topic.
that's kind of a nice segue from what we were just talking about on my live. I had someone who was asking about agoraphobia and how to
Mm,
get over it. And I was just giving them my experience with it and how I um, handled my bout with it and how I handle it now because it still happens every now and then. The social anxiety and all of that. And I
we
just
got a
say
box
take it day
available.
by
People
day,
letting us come up. Tay, if you want to come back up, the box is open.
minute by minute, and get you a good therapist to talk to and a journal and get you a community of people that you can talk to help you because you guys talk to me on the phone a lot whenever I try to go out or when I'm running errands,
Hmm.
you know. So there
Yeah,
are
having someone
different
on the
methods
phone
of
with you
doing
while you're out that helps. You know what I'm
it.
saying? Because it keeps you focused on that person versus the people around you, and the environment around you. Even though eventually you're gonna have to understand that the environment around you sometimes it's not a bad thing. It just depends on how you view it. Like it's your view on things that's causing the anxiety and the anguish. You get what I'm saying? She
Jay
said
to the Donna.
definitely has social anxiety. I witnessed it recently.
She did. I was on her live and I was in a social atmosphere and they were getting trying to get me to do something. I was like, and she was like, breathe. You know, I could feel her saying it. I couldn't hear what she was saying because it was really loud where I was, but she's just like, breathe. And I just take my own advice and took a deep breath and overcame it. And then I had a once in a lifetime experience
What's
because
up?
I was able to get over that fear. So,
Right.
when you were just talking about possibly overlooking someone, a friend, somebody that you can kick back with and talk to, and, someone like if I had stood in my fear in that moment, in that fear frequency, I would have definitely missed out on that lifetime opportunity, that once in a lifetime opportunity,
Right.
you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Mermaid.
you never know what you're doing and how you may be blocking your blessings.
Right. What's coming up? Butterfly.
Or
Mermaid, go for it.
Migo, where you at?
Oh, he's going last. You
No,
already know. I know that. I'm not
I'm
gonna.
here. I'm listening.
I can never let him go first because he gonna blow up the room. So I gotta let everybody go. I gotta let everybody go before him.
Hey,
Like,
mermaid. Hey, Mama G. Hey, Peacefully. Hey, Black
Holly, I
Butterfly.
got
Hey,
you. I got you.
Miss
We're gonna rotate
Daisy.
somebody in a second, Holly. I got you. Stay in the queue.
Hey, honey, how are you?
Okay, Mama, did you want to do your
Yeah.
commercial break now, or are you cool wait until I go?
Whenever King is ready.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna let Mermaid go, and then I'm gonna let Mama G go, and then we'll do a commercial break and let Mermaid go.
Okay. So it's actually kind of weird for me because I'm sure to y'all, y'all probably thought I was gonna say a 10. Y'all probably really thought Laura was gonna come on here and be like, "Oh, a 10. I'm such a social butterfly," but I'm actually a 1. I have been struggling to get out of my house and go out and do things in public with people since about 2020. For me, it's definitely an anxious thing. I don't know what happened. I don't know where that switch flipped for me to make it. I think some of it had to do with me moving from North Carolina around all my friends back in with my parents at 32. And now I'm 36, still living here, and I think that weighs on me a lot, a lot, a lot. I am working to move out by the end of this summer, God willing.
On the PBR.
But yeah, for me, it's been a 1 lately. I think that I think I am a 10, like at heart, like the person y'all see and like the funny videos I make and stuff like that is me.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to actually having to deal with people, the 1 surfaces for sure.
Thank you for the transparency.
Absolutely.
Because in order for us to figure it out, we got to be truthful.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate everybody that's coming up, giving their transparency and their story. Because man, let me tell you, I've seen it. Okay, a lot of the people that I'm around, for the most part, got social anxiety. For the most part, okay, a lot of us, a lot of them, the people that I converse with on a daily basis, I could feel their energy when they be like, "I'm going out." Their energy completely shifts
I
compared
can
to them being in the
I,
house.
I can safely assume that 95% of us in our group chat all have some sort of social anxiety.
Absolutely. I have it, and the reason why mine's is the way that it is because I've witnessed things that I didn't want to witness being out. You get what I'm saying? Working in
Yeah,
the community, people intentionally trying to ruin community events, pew pewing for no reason,
yeah.
doing these negative things for no reason, when everything is positive, and you're intentionally trying to ruin what's going on. That right there is what gave me my social anxiety. It wasn't because of COVID. COVID played a part in it, but it played a small part in it. Living in the city and seeing these young kids and these adults intentionally trying to unalive people during a community event, like that should be a rule. Like during community events, nobody needs to be touched. Whatever happens outside of that, that's between you and that person. But don't come into a community event and intentionally try to harm that person where there's multiple people that you can harm: children, mothers, fathers, grandmothers. Like you get what I'm saying? Like things like that. That's what really messed me up as far as my social anxiety is concerned. Because if I go into an event and I go help at an event, what's to say that somebody's not over there with a pee? Like you get what I'm saying? That right there is what really messed me up personally. Go ahead, Mama G.
So mine is at like a 3 or 4. Like I leave the house, but the minute I leave the house, I want to go back in the house. Even going to my mom's house, I can't wait to go back home. I don't like being outside. If I have to do something, I want to do that shit and get the hell back home. Like I don't want to be around people. I don't even want to be around people in my house. They give me social anxiety. They too close. But not for real. Like I don't like being around people. Like you're good over there. Stay over there. And I'm good over here in my bubble. Like, and that's been since COVID. And I
Right.
think it got a little bit worse since COVID. Like I really don't like when I tell you I will literally miss my own appointments so I don't have to leave the fucking house. I will reschedule appointments so I don't have to leave the house. I don't want to be outside. I want to be in here. And I don't even want to be in here. I just don't want to be out there with y'all. I hate it. I hate going outside.
Go ahead, Mika.
It gives me anxiety to get dressed to go outside.
I seen your hand up, Mika. Go for it.
Um, I'm a I'm gonna talk about Jay to the Donna because she's a classic case of an extrovert introvert.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, she is very independent and will go out in public and do things. And I've watched her because we pretty much lived together a few times.
I mean, if she wants to come up, she can come up.
Right,
That's up to her. I don't know if J2 wants to come up.
right. But when we travel, we will be places and she disappears. And that to me is her coping mechanism
No, you haven't
for
spoken.
the anxiety that she does not think that she has, but she really does have it.
Oh, thank you, Karen.
Um, yeah. So I didn't think she wanted to come up.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
if she
when I
wants to
told her
come
I
up or
would
not.
talk about it.
I didn't know she
She
wanted to
said
come
think
up.
about it.
Yeah. So like when
You
we
just said
go
give me a
out,
second.
she's a classic case of an extrovert introvert. She really likes being by herself, but she's very sociable person. You guys, what you see on here is actually who she is. Um, loves to engage, but will go off to the side. And we all do it because we all have that same trait. I mean, even Diamond, when we're traveling, there's points where we'll all be together, and then all of a sudden, we're all in different places texting, hey, where you at? Where you at? And stuff like that. But
Right.
I think that is a coping mechanism that we use because um, we have to go out to be, I mean, humans aren't meant to be alone. I'll put it that way. We really aren't.
Right.
Supposed to be sociable people. My first issue with agoraphobia and being able to go out
If we get
and
somebody to
my
repeat peacefully, I got
anxiety came from being at a go-go when I was in my teenage years. I was at a go-go in DC and someone pewed in there and there was only one exit. So now I will never go into a place where there are no windows and only one exit,
you. Right.
you know. Um,
Welcome, Index.
so that was that was a traumatic event that happened in my teens. And then, you go to therapy, you work on it and stuff like that. But I don't like crowds. Um, I don't like being touched, but I'm a hugger. You see how contradictory shit is? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like you to touch me. Like, don't touch me, but I'll give you a hug in a heartbeat, right? I'm very protective of my space. I like my space. Give me my 6 feet, you know.
Right.
Freaking, what was it? The the pandemic definitely opened up. Um, hey Dex,
The
thank you,
gifts, yeah,
love.
definitely
The
gifts.
pandemic definitely brought to light a lot of those issues. You know what I mean? And I'm like Mama G. I don't want to be in this damn house, but I don't want to be out of it either. Like I want to go somewhere, and then I'm safe in my
I
car,
appreciate you,
and I
Dex,
will
for
go
coming through.
places, sit in
Right.
my car at that place, not get out of my car, but I'm out, right? Sit, enjoy what I'm doing, take some pictures from the car, and come back in. But like I said, it's baby steps. The first step is knowing that you want to go out. It's the thought. That's the first
Hey,
step,
Tanya, how are you?
right? Then you speak it. It's sort of like manifestations, right? And then you start doing it step by step. Um, Cormiga, don't come for me. But I like to travel
Yeah,
and I
you
want to
do.
go places. Don't touch me. But it's like when I know I want to go somewhere, if it's someplace I really want to go, like I will jump on a plane in a heartbeat to go and see one of you guys.
Thank you,
Yeah, can we
J2.
get 60-second tap the screen, please? We're at
So,
12.5. We should be at least up to 20 by now.
and
Appreciate you.
while they're doing the taps, Mama G, you want to do a commercial break?
Yep.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. For breakfast, we're having chicken and waffles with some chocolate milk. Please tap the screen, share the live out, show the host some love. You're obviously in here because you're enjoying the conversation. Your fingers work to tap anything else, to flick the bean and play with yourself. You can tap the screen. Thank you very much.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you guys haven't, hit my link tree yet, my link tree is full of plethora of things right now. If you guys haven't purchased the book, please go ahead and purchase the book. It is available in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle, as well as show love to the merch shop. We do have our affirmation merch shop for Monumental, where you can grab any of the shirts in regards to I Rose Above It All, Living on Value Energy. I Pity the Fool who doesn't mind their mental. You know how I say that towards the end of the live. We also have that on a shirt, hoodie, and sweatshirt. I also put in The Work Starts With You. That's also one of the shirts that's also available. I did drop a new shirt in there, but I want you guys to go take a look at it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And if you are a person that celebrates Juneteenth, I did set up a Juneteenth shop with Juneteenth merch for you guys to purchase for the week of Juneteenth. So if you guys want to go check that out as well, it's also one of the links within my link tree. All right. So we have t-shirts, we have hats, I think. We have tumblers, we have bags, we have anything in between. If you guys want something that I don't have, please shoot me a message and I will create it. But make sure y'all go check out all the links. Make sure y'all show love. And if you haven't joined the Discord yet, please join the Discord. The Discord is also one of the links within my link tree, where we have all our resources of different books, different links in regards to different conversations that we have on here, and where I get my resources and my information. You guys have access to that too within the Discord. So if you guys want to join the Discord and it doesn't work, please message me. But make sure you have the app downloaded first. Download the app first. It's a little purple remote controller when you see it. And once you download that, you can definitely join the Discord. Actually, Mermaid joined the Discord yesterday. I seen the notification and she popped in and joined the Discord. So people are coming in back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't hit the poll, hit the poll. It's that blue clipboard right there on top of my head, on top of my big head over here, right here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that. Make sure y'all hit that poll and just read it and then respond to it. If you guys have grabbed the book, shout out to Head of the Table. He gave me a great idea to do a book club with the book, so that is something that I'm gonna try to administer sometime within my week. I just gotta figure out what day and what time, because we have a plethora of things within our family, and I don't want to overlap on nobody's time. So we're gonna figure out how to do a little book club thing going. We're gonna get something going in regards to people that purchase the book, so that way, or the people that haven't purchased the book either, I could start reading chapters within the book and have you guys come in and see where you have an understanding of what I read, and get it in that way as well. So a couple of things we're trying to do. So, Hormiga, same question for you, my guy.
Butterfly didn't get to answer yet,
Oh,
if I'm not
but
mistaken. Or Holly.
no. Okay, so let me do Hormiga, because Hormiga's been waiting, and then we'll go to Butterfly and we'll go to Holly.
Are we talking about my personal rating of my social anxiety or my social well-being?
Yes, sir.
I don't have any social anxiety whatsoever.
I love it. I already knew you were going to say that.
And I'm gonna say it because I worked on it. I'm not trying to be better than anybody, but I am the best person that I've ever been in my life, and tomorrow it'll be better, right? Listen, social anxiety for me was a problem before because I never felt like I fit in anywhere. So no matter where I went, I had anxiety because the anxiety was inside of me. It wasn't the people. It was what I was carrying. So no matter, you know how I say that the happy place in your life is not a place where you need to go to geographically. The happy place is inside of you, and you take that wherever you go. So people need to recognize that it's not always the outside people that are doing this. That's something that might be embedded inside of you. So, but look, just like anybody else, as strong as I am, things still rubbed off on me. Because when you were around certain people in certain environments, you tend to adapt. I'm a chameleon and I'm very flexible. You know what I'm saying? So if you're around the wrong people, you end up picking up some negative tendencies. And we have to also figure out that This was a perfect opportunity for you to realize where your comfort zones are and to
Right.
be truthful to yourself. So if you didn't, I'm going to use COVID as an example. If you didn't take advantage, because of course a lot of weird things came from COVID, but that was the opportunity for you
What's
to
up,
be
Hugs?
and learn yourself. That was the opportunity for you to put a little effort into the things that you kept spewing out to the universe and never kept, a checklist. And because it would have been a good sense of fulfillment. You're at home, you're away from people, you're not influenced by other people.
Good
That was a good
morning.
opportunity for you to learn who you were.
Right. So now that he said that, right? Because I wasn't gonna ask that question. I was gonna wait for him to say it because I already knew he was gonna say it. Within your social anxiety, how much of it is within yourself versus out in the world?
Bingo.
So just to add a little just to add a little bit on top of what I already asked, Butterfly and Holly, as far as where your social anxiety is, how much of it is within yourself versus the world? And then I want to have everybody else answer that question as well. So, Butterfly, I know you came up first, so go for it.
Hold on, Mar. I'm sorry, you guys. 1 second. Okay, thank you. Okay, give it to me. Good morning.
Good morning.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I think okay, it's definitely within me. It's not a COVID thing. I've always been outgoing. I've always been a social butterfly. Um, and I kind of feel 50-50 on that now.
You dad.
It's not about like being around people and what I can get from them because I'm a hugger. I love touching people in general. Except like if you're a stranger, I don't want your sweat on me or something like that.
Right.
If I'm grocery shopping, I don't want you on top of me. Give me my space. Let me stand here and you stand over there. Okay, Marley, I'll find it. Go out. Go out. So on that note, I think it's me. I think the only thing about COVID was that I did go through. I was sick during that time, and that was just something personal I was going through. It wasn't like COVID. It was just that I was very ill. So, socializing wasn't my priority, and the anxiety became me hiding my pain. So I would hide from people because I was in pain. And
Right.
then that built up into another issue where I ended up having to be medicated just for, the anxiety, just, the being worried all the time. Feeling not feeling good enough to be with people because I was in pain. It was really tricky. I don't know how if people are familiar with like chronic illness and how tricky that gets with friends and family and the ups and downs. But for me, it was very 50-50. I still like going out. When it comes to crowds, I'm kind of like you. Like I grew up in the city. I'm from Miami, Florida. And reading the room, knowing how people are moving, if things are about to go left, where are the exits? How many of us are in here? That's
Right.
just natural to me. That's natural to me even before COVID. I'm still that way. Like I have to be in the mood. Like the other day, I went out to a restaurant, no problem whatsoever, until there was 20 million people in the restaurant, and the only thing that was bothering me is that they were loud. I'm like, oh my god, it's just too loud in here. Not the fact that we shouldn't be piled in here. It was just like, can y'all please be quiet? So I think I just have my own little insensitivities from time to time, but
Right.
I don't feel stuck in or where I don't want to go out and be around people. I don't feel that way. I'm just moody about when and where and what I'm doing. Um, since I did go through something when it comes to like relationships that was toxic during the COVID times,
Mm-hmm.
rebuilding myself and coming back from that makes me pay a lot more attention to myself, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, So I don't know. I think this self time, this me time, this being alone is actually working for me.
Right.
My children are just now at an adult age. Two of them are out the house. One just came back home, but um, I kind of like it. I like where I can really, really have some quiet time to think, and I'm not just running behind my kids and taking them here and doing this and doing that and not taking care of myself. So
Don't block that page. I think I know whose page that is.
So I am I'm kind of happy for the shut in from and now I'm working from home full time and I really love it. I love it. I the only thing I miss about the office is happy hour, like, but I'm still that person that's on the Zoom like, hey y'all, come on, let's go do happy hour. Like anybody in Florida, anybody near me, let's just go do it. Because That's the only thing I miss. I don't miss the office dynamics. I don't miss the some of the characters and some of the ways and the politics. I don't really miss that stuff. I mean, you could still get it even if you're not side by side with each other. But I think how you deal with that is a big deal. So sometimes I go to work, somebody gets on my nerves, it just ruins my day, my week. I don't want to be here. I don't want to work here.
Right.
At the same time, it's like, now I can kind of evaluate, like, wait a minute, this is, I got to be smart in my responses.
Right. Am I
People
the
say,
only one that's seeing teacups all over the place, or am I tripping?
I was just about to say that if Ormiga and Peaceful
I see
don't
Amiga on
unmute,
the teacup.
they're gonna get dropped.
I see peacefully she on the teacup, and then somebody else is on the teacup over
Saying
there next to me.
Tay,
maybe they got
Oh,
to
Peacefully,
Tay's
change.
on the
and
teacup.
Ormiga are all paused on my end.
Okay, now I thought I was losing my mind for a second. Okay,
Is
I
that
know when I went on a call, I got dropped. I think it was just the call was too long.
okay.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, no, you're good. You're good. I'm just making sure that that TikTok's not
Like they
tripping.
got a glitch or something.
Yeah, exactly. But
TikTok is always tripping.
Hormiga's been on the teacup since he was talking.
He
So
probably
Hormiga, you
Ormiga,
might have to
leave
drop
the
and come
app
back,
and
bro.
come back. Like, don't drop out. Just swipe out of the app and then come
Yeah,
back.
swipe out of the app and come back in because I think you're there.
Oh,
You
there
go.
it is. What about
Perfect.
peaceful?
Oh,
Peaceful.
there we go. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Everybody's good.
Everybody
So,
good.
I'm just not everybody's cup of tea.
yeah.
But no,
So,
I definitely understand that. But I think me and you definitely resonate more in regards to that for sure because I can be around a lot of people with no problem.
yeah.
I literally got to scan my environment.
Yeah. That's just out of habit. I grew up where, like, you trying to party and gunshots and this, that, and the other. And I wasn't the type to say, oh, I'm never going back out there. It was like, okay, I'm going to go back out there, but I'm going to stand this over here so I can get away faster. I don't know if that's smart, but that's just how I grew up.
No, that makes
Um,
sense. It makes sense. Keep
I'm,
yourself.
I'm kind of loving the being at home alone type of thing, and I do. I choose to go out.
Hold
I
those
pull
cards
in
for
my
order.
coworkers that are close to me and try to get them out.
Orders.
I'm the type that's gonna call a coworker, just
Yeah, I can use that because you can't use
even
that.
if I've never seen this person in my life. How are you doing and things of that nature. So I try to be sociable with even though I'm not actually seeing people. I try to keep a balance, but my friends or family help me do that. So when they invite me, I just go.
Right. No,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that transparency because now it makes a lot of sense. I just want everybody to see different perspectives, so that way you guys can see that it's not a bad thing to have to be a social butterfly, right? There could be balance within. You can have boundaries within being
Yeah.
social. You just have to find a way. That you just have to find a way that works for
For
you. It
sure.
doesn't necessarily have to be you being stuck in your bubble, but sometimes that bubble get dirty and you can't get out of that bubble because you can't find a way to pop it because you're so stuck in it. You know what I'm saying? Like just be mindful of that. Go ahead, Holly.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, yeah.
Like, so the TikTok thing is new to me, but I freaking love it. Like, you guys are like strangers but friends, but it feels good. Like, I really love this. I do. I mean, in some spaces, not always. I have to like get away from all the bashing of people and the hate and stuff, but I love this. I just want to say that.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Holly, go for it.
Hi, thank you for allowing me to come in.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Um, I'm a newer follower, first time talker.
Thank you for coming in. So, question for you too. As far as the social anxiety, one being the worst, 10 being your social butterfly, and how does what is your social anxiety something within you or is it something within society?
It's right now within myself.
Okay.
And I'm doing this right now, taking this moment because of what Timika said about taking that opportunity, seizing that moment. So I'm going to do that right now. I specifically have a job that I sought out because there is nobody else but me, and that is in the I clean houses, or not houses, excuse me, I clean offices, factory offices after hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am in recovery right now. I am in an opiate maintenance program,
Mm-hmm.
and I am slowly getting back into society.
Okay.
I've been stagnant in my recovery for the last 4.5 years until recently, and that's recently since I found TikTok. And since finding TikTok, I've been able to learn how to interact with people
Right.
without being under the influence. The new social norms, connecting, finding a community. So this has helped me out immensely because I was on my own and in a corner for a good 4 years of my recovery. And in the last 3 months since finding TikTok,
Hey, Karen, welcome in.
everything has like opened up. But I am slowly trying to get back out into the world because right now all I do is go to work and come home for the most part. So yeah, I mean that's my perspective of a social anxiety right now. So I'm kind of lower on it, but I'm slowly doing it. And then I do kind of formulate my days around like what time's the busiest time of the day. Like I will not go out between like 2 and 7 because it's just too damn busy. I'll
Right.
go out, after hours, or I'll even go to work at like 5 in the morning because I know nobody's going to be on the road or nobody's going to be at the factory. And so, I mean, I do formulate my days around, yeah, people and the amount of people I will have to interact with. So,
So one, I think everybody will be all in agreement. Congratulations on surviving the worst part of your life and celebrating and just celebrate your wins. Right? Celebrate your wins. Tap yourself on the back. Give yourself some grace. Because
thank
listen,
you.
that's not easy.
Thank you. Yeah.
To kick an addiction, to kick any
Mhm.
addiction, period, is not an easy thing to do, right?
Thank
And
you.
the fact that you're able to do
Oh
so,
my goodness, thank you.
yeah, the fact that you're able to do so and you're still here and you're able to tell that story, you never know who you can help just by telling that story.
Exactly, and that's another reason I love this freaking app. It has really brought me out of my shell and it's helped so much. And if I can just reach one freaking person, that is all that matters to me.
Absolutely, absolutely, I'm here for it, 100%. Amiga, what you got to say about that?
Um, people need to realize that there are people that you're not gonna like. And some people just don't like people, period. So you have to make the distinction between what is it exactly that you're uncomfortable with. Because we always preach that you have to start learning how to be comfortable with your discomforts, right? So
Absolutely.
again, this thing, and I'll go back to COVID. This thing did a lot of harm and it did a lot of good. But I think it did more good than harm because it brought things in the forefront. Social anxiety was a thing before COVID.
It
And a
was.
lot of people joked about it like it wasn't a serious thing. COVID brought it into the limelight. And I'm pretty sure that people that had social anxiety before COVID are very happy that now they have an ear. Because remember, we frowned upon that. Oh, I have social anxiety. I can't be around people. What's wrong with you, man? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's not them. Sometimes it's not them. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it's them.
That
But if you,
self-reflection. It goes back. It goes back to that self-reflection.
we're always going to go back to that because that played a major role. And if you didn't discover yourself during the COVID times, then you dropped the ball. If that wasn't a time for you to have some self reflection and eliminate the projection, because self reflection is where it's at, is where you get to see where you stand in your own life, where you stand in your group. This
Yo,
is where,
what up, Willie B?
yeah, so think about this. They say that you are the four people or the five people that you usually hang out with, that you are a reflection of the four or the five people. You actually got a chance to learn who they really are.
Right.
But if you didn't learn who you were, if you didn't learn your discomforts, if you didn't learn your functions, your dysfunctions, how you look at things, your perspectives and your perceptions, then you drop the ball.
Right. No,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. Mika, what you think? After everything that you've heard from everybody, what is your analysis from what you heard?
Everything Omega said. Um, Even though for some reason, I'm gonna be, we're total transparent, right?
Go
For
for it.
some reason, I felt like Hormiga was coming for me at one point in time when he was talking.
He probably
Right.
was.
You know what I mean? He's like, everybody ain't gonna like everybody. I'm like,
I was scared
you
too
trying to
for a
tell me you don't
second.
like me, Hormiga? Is
I
that
was
what
like,
we
oh
having a
shit.
problem?
What did I say? Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
thought I said something
you
too.
know what I mean? So I'm just like, what I do to you, bro? I
Let me
thought
let
we
me
was
let me let me
cool.
give you a quick one liner. Remember when I told you? I told everybody I lead with love. Now I can love everybody. I can love the universe, but that doesn't mean I have to like you.
But do you like me?
I like you and love you for different reasons.
The thing is, right? Hormiga's good on playing on words.
Yeah. So
He's
he
good
don't
on
like
playing
me.
on words. You know what
He
I'm
just
saying?
told me right there he don't like me. He's just like, I love you though. I
Yeah,
don't like your
he's
ass.
good on playing on words.
But
So you gotta be mindful on how he plays on words. Like,
I am, because there's it's okay, it's a maze, all right? But nevertheless, I love you and I like you, even if you don't love and like me. So
listen, I
nah.
love everybody until you give me a reason not to.
But
That's the point right there. That's the
if
point
you
right there.
yeah, if you what did we need to talk? Because I still feel like he coming from me.
I mean,
Sis, you know better than that. Don't give people the wrong idea. Please tell them that you're joking
I
before I go over there and knock on
I
your door.
am
Seriously.
totally, completely joking. This is my brother, okay? We are brother and sister from another mother and another mister. And I am completely joking. I when I come on here and I'm joking with him, it's because we have that understanding that we know that we can banter back and forth,
hmm?
and I usually will bring up something funny, or I'll say something
No,
funny
welcome back.
whenever it is a deep topic, so that we can remember that we are human and that laughter is healing.
Absolutely.
So I'm not making light of the situation, because what I'm about to tell you is kind of deep. You asked me a question. You asked us all a question. The specific question was, is it within me or is it within the outside?
Yeah.
My self reflection, my self reflection, um, during COVID brought me to who I am right now,
Okay.
because I did go within.
Gotcha.
My social anxieties come from from within me. My anxieties come from within me, which is why I can work through them. I have no problem whatsoever jumping in my car and going out to the woods. You guys know that because I do it almost every day.
Right.
I'm happy with woodland creatures. You know why? Because even though some of them might not be friendly, I feel love from them. I feel love from the trees. I feel love from all of that. My empathic abilities, I have to learn how to um, turn them off, per se, because I do feel from everyone. So I'm going to go back full circle and say it's also the outside, but it's because of my heart and because of my empathic feelings and in my gifts that I feel others' emotions that gives me that anxiety. And my husband and I actually just had this conversation yesterday. He told me that I needed to work on, he told me that I, Miles tried to exit out the screen. Um, he told me that I needed to work on putting up that shield so that I don't feel everybody's emotions when I'm out and about. Um, and if you are a spiritual person, you understand where I'm coming from when I say that. So, The anxiety does come from within me, um, but it's also due to some external factors. Um, but do I think it's something that I can control? Absolutely, because the only thing I can control is me and how I respond to other things. I can't control what goes on outside of my home. I can't control how others act. I can't control how others are, or their inner selves, but I can control how I respond to that. And I am choosing not to retreat and be inside any longer. I'm choosing to be able to go out more and engage with people more because I know that that is part of my purpose.
So just to give everybody an understanding, right? Um, anything that's said on here, right? Do not internalize it. People are speaking within their truth, right? I just want everybody to just keep that in mind. Don't internalize anything that's being said on here. The
Totally
whole
not.
point the whole
Because you're
point of
being,
this
yeah,
platform is to give everybody a self reflection
thank
and
you for your word.
have them understand that they have to reflect on the things that are going on within themselves. This is the whole point of Mind Your Mental, is to self reflect. The reason why that I wanted to do this live is because I've never seen it done. I've never seen it done. I've looked, I've researched, I've searched. I've never seen anything done in regards to social well being, social anxiety. I've never actually seen it done. Hazel Lemon, welcome in. So I picked this topic and I put this in my chapter for a reason, because of COVID, because the things that we dealt with COVID, things that people dealt with before COVID. You know what I'm saying? The things that people choose not to realize, that half of the time that we're dealing with something, it starts with us. It The outside world can play a part, right? I'm not gonna say that it doesn't, but for the most part, it's us. We internalize these things. We create these scenarios in our head. Half of the time aren't real. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we create these scenarios to make ourselves feel comfortable and safe. That's why we do certain things that we do. We create these scenarios to make ourselves safe for the most part. If you've dealt with something within your life, then obviously there's certain things that you create up here to keep yourself safe because of those situations, right? But when we're speaking on social anxiety and social well-being, we create these things in our head and we run with it. Go for it.
I'm bringing Hormiga in on this one as well because I'm posing this question to both of you, and if anyone else wants to, engage on it. Do you agree that we are consciously making a decision in this moment to change how our behavior by opening up and speaking about it? Do you believe that? Because that's what I feel like we are all collectively in this moment making a choice to change the behavior.
Yeah. I feel like that's what everybody's here for. I don't feel like people are just jumping on the panel to jump on the panel. I feel
Yes,
like
ma'am.
I feel like we're
Absolutely.
here to make
We're
change.
all here for better enlightenment. Every one of us. At least I know I am. Thank you.
Well,
Absolutely.
welcome in for the first time, Glam. But I'm gonna let Sweet Tea go, and then Glam, you're next, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead, babe. I'm gonna mute.
First of all, I don't know what stenographer got inside my head and typed those notes up for Elysium, but she literally took everything I was going to say, and you will be hearing from my lawyer. Um, no, coming from a person who always felt like the social outcast for a good part of my life made me kind of always quiet. But at the same time, during COVID, when I went from working in an office to working remotely, um, it gave me a lot of time to really evaluate the way that I acted, the way that I talked, the way that I did a lot of different things. Um, from there, once I did that self evaluation, I really started to take a deep look in the mirror about who I was before everything happened and the time that I only had to spend with myself. Did I realize that now I have a little bit more control over how I handle being social. I'm very observant when it comes to social situations. I kind of watch everybody. I do it a lot on this app. I am very, very observant of people when I'm on this app. And if something just doesn't agree with me for some reason, I am very standoffish. I am very quiet. I am very reserved. But Mama G, I can read your lips. But I will tell you that the people that I surround myself with is because of my own self observation. I know where I need to place myself. I know the rooms that I need to surround myself, the people that I need to surround myself with in those rooms. If there's a lot of toxic energy, if there is a lot of yelling, if there's a lot of disturbance, I'm about to Irish exit. Like I'm the queen of it. I'm like, yeah, this is enough for me. I'm out of here. There's a lot of panels that I will go on. I will make my point and I will exit almost immediately because I'm like, okay, this is the logic. I got what I needed from here and I'm out. The other part of that whole thing is, like everybody was saying before, when it comes to social events, being outside and not being able to control those atmospheres because I can't control other people is a huge part of it. We have events that we can go to and other people ruin it for us, and then those events don't happen anymore. And it stinks because of the fact that you literally were supposed to go there to enjoy yourself and you're fearing for your safety. It's a sad world that we live in, but at the same time, we have to be the change that we want to see in those type of environments. And it's not always easy. It's not always, you know, done, like ring the bell and it's over. It's not ever going to be. But give yourself grace, and then when it becomes too much for you, know when to take yourself out of the equation.
King, you're muted. We couldn't hear you.
Oh, Glam, go for it. Whenever you're ready. Same question for you. In regards to your social anxiety, from a rate of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, as well as do you think your anxiety comes from society or come from within yourself?
My anxiety comes from 100% inside myself. Social anxiety, I believe, is all inner doctrine.
Go talk about it. Talk about it.
It's not easy to talk about stuff like this. You know that.
It's not, but we're here. We're here. We're here. We opened up Pandora's box. We are here, and we're here to support you. And we are here to support you. So, full transparency, no judgment. Because the next segment of this is gonna be a little deep. It's gonna get deep.
I'm using a shovel to dig around a tree. And none of that means anything if that tree doesn't survive.
Okay, okay. I'm with you.
Are you?
I'm with you.
Do
Keep
you
going.
talk to trees?
Listen, I'm right there with you. Keep going, cause I see where you're going with it. Just keep going. Go ahead, cause I'm pretty sure Hormiga's listening too. So keep going.
Oh, I definitely am.
Yep, keep going. It's gonna go over a lot of people's head, but we're right there with you. I promise.
All right. Well, I talk to him. Like I put a hand on the tree, and I feel like I communicate with that tree on any given day. That's a part of me. It's gonna go over anybody's head who does not talk to trees. 100%.
Being one with nature.
It is not one with nature. I feel like I'm the weirdo the majority of the time. Like, just because I can put my hand on a tree and feel something different every time I do it, maybe that makes me weird. Maybe it does not.
It's
Definitely
a
doesn't.
beautiful feeling, isn't it?
It's nothing but a pure feeling, and I hope that others can find that same feeling. It is a centering. It is. I don't know how to describe it.
And to
How do
feel
you
the
describe
pulse of the
something?
earth underneath your feet when you are walking, if you walk barefooted.
Putting your feet in the sand
And
when you're at the beach.
yes, just to
Like,
feel the pulse, to
Okay, here we go.
feel the frequency, to feel everything. Whenever you are allowing yourself to feel, that does not make you weird. That makes you enlightened. That is
I
you.
feel like Elysium understands what I'm talking about a little better than I'm able to articulate.
no, that's what we're here for. We're here for.
Well, well, let me take this a little step further, sir. Mr. Glam, did you not know that weird is in? Did you not know that being weird is actually being better than the norm or the common? We have lost sight of foundation.
I'm a weirdo.
You know, I love being a weirdo. You know why? No, I'm gonna tell you
Go
why.
ahead.
I like standing out. Sometimes I like
You're
this.
getting a follow. You're getting a follow.
No,
I love being a weirdo.
here's the best part. Here's the best part about touching trees. The science behind taking your socks off and running in the grass or laying in the grass and touching the tree is called pH balance. It's an electrical charge that you get from the earth because the earth is living. The grass is living. The soil is living. The tree
More
is living.
more spiritual. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
absolutely. But there is a scientific evidence and fact to prove that pH is an electrical charge that comes from all living things,
Hey, Ken,
including
welcome in.
including trees, grass, flowers. This is why people plant. This is why people garden. You will be more in tune with yourself if you grow your own food. That's the ultimate high level, if you really want to know. So no, don't say that weird is a bad thing. Weird is a great thing if you're willing to accept that you're not like everybody else and you live above the norm. Let's go.
Right.
I know
So
I'm not.
I'm going to take what
See what you did there.
Formika said a step further because I was just researching it
Right.
the past few days. That electric that you're talking about is being proven to be a frequency
Without a
and a
doubt,
vibration.
I'm with you
It,
100%.
yeah, it's being
You ain't
proven
studying
right
the same.
now to be a frequency. And that frequency allows us to be able to communicate with one another, you know, and when you and everybody has their different frequency that allows you
You
to
don't do
heal.
that with words, though.
Yeah, you know, and so now, trust me, I'm in the rabbit hole right now, brothers.
We got two boxes
So
open if y'all want to come up.
excuse me if I go somewhere, just mute me because I'll just be sitting here talking about this forever. But that
I want to hear
frequency
it.
is very beautiful whenever you can feel it, and you get to understand it. And you know, Hormiga, you're on your shamanic journey as well, so it's very powerful to see beyond the forest, beyond the trees. You know where I'm going with that? Seeing the forest, feeling the forest beyond the trees. is an
The
enlightening
forest is not
experience.
one.
Like the smell of rain, like the smell of rain and being within the rain, it's so relaxing to me.
But I've been saying this. I've been saying this for years. When
Man,
people keep relying on words as the only form of communication, there are many ways to communicate. That I've said this before. I know 12 different ways to learn. That means that there's 12 different ways to express yourself.
Right.
Words are the worst way to communicate. You know why? Because everybody's trying to do the
Lost
same
in
thing.
translation.
because they
Yeah.
have boundaries as well.
Yeah, and they get lost in
Words have
translation.
boundaries and limitations.
I was talking about it this morning on my live actually. I said, we are primitive beings because we use our vocal cords, we use them and we formulate words which can get lost in translation and people don't understand. But if you feel what that person is saying at some point in time, we should be able to communicate telepathically
Right.
with all beings.
Oh, if only others could communicate telepathically. If
Listen,
we were all just, Professor Xavier and could listen and understand
that would
when
be
people
great.
had a thought
That would be
and we
amazing.
were to communicate, that would
That's a
be
good
fantastic.
analogy.
But no, not how many people do you know who actually can hear you when you think a word at them?
Hormiga knows what I'm about to say
So
before.
many.
Every time. It never fails. It never fails. And, like before I can even say something, he'd be like, "I got you. I know exactly what you're about to say."
Go
And
ahead, do it.
says it
Tell
every
them.
time. It never fails. It's
No,
right.
it's not. It's not meant to be a joke. Like
No, I'm
that's
so serious. It really happens. If you don't believe me, ask anybody that comes in here every Saturday. Before I can even say it, he will say it, or he'll be like, "I know what you're about to say. Don't even do it. I got it." And I'll stay quiet, and he'll say everything
I
that I
know who
thought
this
in my
person
head,
is, so I might
word for
fall
word.
short.
It's uncanny. I promise you, it's uncanny because I still don't know how he does it till this day, and he's been doing it for 3 years.
I will tell you that I will call for him in my head while I'm live and he'll come. Him and
Really?
there's two other people that I can communicate with like that, and he comes every time I call for him to come to my live.
Not pro-life is a dangerous psychiatric disorder.
That's
Somebody,
that's evolution though.
It's not evolution. That's like human beings understanding each other in a new
Miss
way,
Jen, welcome in.
in a new and very important way. But damn,
Yeah, I got.
man,
So this kind of goes into the next segment, right? Whew. All right. The roles of social well-being with mental health. That
social well-being and mental health. Those two things do not collaborate.
they don't collaborate very well.
Not at all.
No, hold on. Let's dive into that a little bit, right? Because it does. It definitely does. Let's dive into that a little bit because think about it this way, right? The anxiety that people deal with just from being out can cause some mental anguish in a sense. It can. It's definitely possible because we've seen it happen with people on this app. The way that they respond to things, the way that they look at things, that's not just from social anxiety. That's something up there. That's something up there as well that's causing that to happen. That they've dealt with or that they've experienced. They play hand in hand. Trust and believe. Don't think that it don't. It definitely does. Am I lying, Hormiga, or am I kind of pushing the envelope a little bit?
No, it's a little deeper than that because you also got to understand mindset. Mindset is more of a coaching thing, and everything else might fall under mental health. Here's the thing: if you are the type to self sabotage, everything's going to lead to mental health.
And playing a role in which is social anxiety, if you intentionally are pushing yourself away from human experience, life in general, that plays a part in your mental health. 'Cause at some point in time, you're gonna need that interaction. At some one point in time, you're gonna need that interaction. That's not gonna last forever. You being isolated and everything. You're gonna become a shell of yourself, of the person that you really are. If you consistently isolate yourself from the world. If you keep isolating yourself from the world is not as bad as you think, people. You know what I'm saying? You see certain things, and yes, it can cause you to view things differently, but not everything in the world is bad.
Here's the bad part. Here's the bad part. The bad part is if we're talking about how bad the world is, then we could talk about the destruction that earthquakes do, tornadoes, anything that's natural, right? But here's the thing. Now, let me wrap up what Mika and Glam is saying a little bit, and what you're trying to say. The whole point is, why do we have cat ladies? Why do people like animals better than human beings? It's not the world that's the problem. It's the race that has turned its back on each other. We have turned our backs on each other. We're not even willing to learn the foundational essences of communications. We don't even have a strong foundations to build upon, because every time we try to go up, what happens? We come right back down. And remember that old saying, be nice to the people on the way up, because you're going to see the same people on the way down.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. So I got a question, right? I got a question, and this is for everybody. How big is emotional support? How big of a role does emotional support play in regards to your social well being and your mental health?
You want me to go on that one? Because
I mean, it's open for anybody to answer. Just don't talk loud.
I think it's
I
underrated.
def. I'm sorry, I don't know if somebody was talking.
No, real quick, I think it's underrated. I think it's underrated how we don't associate those things. You see what I'm saying? First of all, for those people that think that they could do everything on their own, false. For everybody who thinks that you don't need emotional support, false. All right, because you could only go but so far. What is the point of getting your, excuse the word, shit together if you have nobody to share it with when you get there? Pause.
Anybody else?
I recommend Ormiga don't talk no more, cause sir, why? Why your smart ass always gotta go first and take everybody else answer? Why?
Right.
I
Like I
agree
have
with
shut my mouth
Ormiga.
wide
I
open.
mean, Ormiga said it all. Like we didn't have to. We just gotta back him up. I agree with Ormiga.
No, see, that's not the whole point. The whole point is for me to take away what you're banking on so you could think.
Yeah, well, I think Tam, we definitely dived into that. Yeah, we did. Um, Anybody else? Nobody? Y'all just gonna stay quiet? Y'all just gonna let Omega just take the
I'm
floor from
here.
there?
I'm here. I
No.
didn't want to interrupt anyone.
No, you're good, Glenn. Go for it. Enjoy
Those,
the
those who are the most successful in the world, selling things and or just creating sales in the world, they also always rely on at least one or two friends that they can call
right.
and vent and let go of everything that is upsetting to them. Those people who are truly successful always have friends in the background. Whether you hear about them, whether they're written about in written word, that is not true. But they are always there. Because without that mental health help, they won't be where they are. They won't be able to maintain the same persona in a sales situation
Right.
without having someone to
Morning, Texter.
elaborate their day to.
Dr. Anthony in the building.
Besides just their significant other of a wife or a husband.
Right. I love that answer. I love that answer. Mika?
Well, as I said earlier, we're not meant to be monogamous creatures. We're not meant to be alone. And I'll put it, and I'm only using that word because it can be utilized in so many different ways. We are meant to be social creatures. Just like wolves hunt in packs, you always see birds flocking together. We're not meant to be alone.
Right.
Having an emotional support system is intricate, is very intricate, it's very important for your growth, um, in all different aspects. I do know that there are certain things that we must do alone, but we're not meant to not have an emotional support team. It's who you have, those three or four people, like I think Cormica said 5 people or something like that. Somebody said, you have your whatever. I have my collective. And my collective is a group of individuals who are all different. They all bring different, they're from different walks of life. Um, they all think differently. They all challenge me in different ways. And um, in my collective, I have a core base, but it's ever changing as I evolve. So it's always having people that are on your level in that moment, in that time around you. You need that.
We got a spotlight.
You need that. You need to be challenged in different ways. You need somebody that's going to put a spark under your ass so you don't become stagnant. You need someone to keep you going and getting out of your head, getting out of this. Um,
So just to give everybody the topic for people coming in, the original topic is social well being. Social well being slash social anxiety, just for everybody that's new that's coming in. So nobody can we're kind of going in between and off topic a little bit, but staying within the topic. But yeah, that's the topic of the live. Go ahead, because I didn't interrupt.
yeah. Um, but having that, I think, helps you grow. And that goes back to that saying that I say evolution is inevitable, but growth is optional.
Hmm.
You choose to do that, and you're not meant to do that alone.
Right.
So I just want to give another commercial break real quick. For brunch, we're having mimosas and whatever else you pick from the menu. Please tap the screen, share the live out. If you don't tap the screen and share the live out, you don't get no mimosas. Thank you.
If you want a mimosa, tap the screen.
We have virgin mimosas as well.
Where's the
For those
mimosas,
Yes, we
who
Mama
have virgin
G?
mimosas for those who don't drink. They're very good. So if you want one, tap the screen.
I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate Matt actually. Like he is a you're a very solid host, Matt. Thank you. I'm gonna go back on mute and tappity tap tap.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Listen, I half of the time when we come here, we're having a conversation. This is a conversation between just great mindful people who have great mindsets, that have great energy, that want to do change, that want to create change within themselves. Everybody here is on their journey, right? Everybody that comes in here is within their journey. Nobody here is completely healed, because there's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? They can heal with it. They can be healed within the situation that they're working on, but being completely healed is not something that's even feasible. We just can't do it. We're here to work together as a community, as a village, to learn different aspects of life and give the education behind it. Because trust and believe, there's no way that I'm coming on here without doing my research. Just to give you guys a heads up, I research everything that I talk about. When it comes to topics, when it comes to anything, I do my research before I do anything. I will never bring you a topic that I have not researched myself. I promise you. It's, I won't do it, because if I can't talk about it, then it ain't gonna be talked about. I promise you, it won't. It's not the case. We always bring something in that I've researched, that I've actually done the work. I've taken notes, even I'll even go as far as having the article up as I'm having the conversation with you guys, so that way I can revert back to the article for certain questions and create certain conversations. Like even with the procrastination, when we did the procrastination game, that wasn't a part of anything. I created that off the top of my head, just off the information that I got off the article and the stuff that I took notes off. And when I'm telling you that procrastination game was great, it was great. It was amazing. it created a group of people that wanted to off me. But that's beside the point. But but at the end of the day, it was a great conversation. It was a great live. So just know we come here with knowledge. We come here with education. We actually do the research. Okay. Um, and I bring it to you guys because we're all here trying to be the better versions of ourselves. We're not trying to stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're here for. And the fact that you guys are here tells me that you guys want to be the better version of yourselves. But y'all not just here just to be here. So I appreciate y'all.
I still want to punch.
That's fine. It's okay. You don't live that far from me.
I'm here because I found Elysium the other morning, and she did a morning meditation. So
Yeah.
I decided to join into a live that she's naturally in.
Yeah, she's
And
she's one of the
so I
best.
found you, and I'm glad I'm here.
She is
Thank
one
you
of the best.
for being
No,
just a
Miss
source of
Harris.
positivity. Like, not many people host a live that only
Absolutely.
want to have positive things come out of it.
Right.
That's amazing.
And make sure y'all following each other too. Make some friends. Follow each other.
You
Well,
didn't give Miss Harris her proper introduction, by the way.
oh. Good morning, morning, morning. Sorry. What up, Smiles? What up, Smiles? You know what I'm saying? We locked in. Ain't no switching up. You already know. You already know. Listen,
I don't
y'all not
know.
following Miss Harris. If y'all want another good vibe, make sure y'all follow Miss Harris. Okay? She is a vibe on her own. 100%. If you,
Facts. When I tell you you will go in there sad, but by the time you leave there, you'll be full of all the energy that she has somehow, some way. That woman is very, very, very uplifting.
ain't no switching up. You know what I'm saying? Miss Harris has always been a part of the family since day one. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all following Miss Harris. Make sure y'all following Dr. Anthony. That's in the chat. Abstract Mind, she came up and gave some great perspectives the last live. If y'all not following her, make sure y'all follow her. If you want a good moderator, Sweet Tea, Mama G, great moderators, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And they bring their own perspectives as well. So if y'all want some really good moderators for y'all lives when you guys go live, make sure y'all follow them too as well, because they definitely are dope at some dope ass moderators. 100%. So while we're doing this and giving you guys this great perspective and this live, they're watching the door. I've already seen a few people that got muted. Okay, I've seen a few people that got muted since I started this. I
No
don't even
games.
ask. I don't even ask questions anymore. Don't even ask questions. It just happens. Mr. Riz, listen. Just a tip on Friday mornings at 11 o'clock. Make sure y'all follow Mr. Riz in the chat, Mr. Riz Walker. What I'm telling you, his live will have you thinking about yourself. He will have you thinking about yourself. I be wanting to fight him after his live because you think my lives make you self reflect. His intellect is on a 10 all day every day. Even though he likes to joke around a lot, but his intellect is through the roof. So if y'all not following Mr. Riz Walker in the chat, get ready for it.
Also, DB does a Women Wellness Wednesdays live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Please follow her for, it's not only for women, but mostly right now it's for women. She'll be allowing men on the panel soon. But if you need somewhere as a woman to go and, talk about things, answer certain questions, and get great
Support.
perspective.
Oh. If you want to get the support, if you want to get the sister support that you need, Deb is definitely the person for that. I've been in the live and I've seen the work that they've done on that panel, and trust and believe it's a panel full of positivity. We have a great group of people that really bring nothing but positivity. You know what I'm saying? And we try our best to keep it that way. We do not move in a way of negativity. We do not move in a way of pettiness unless it's amongst us and we be petty to each other. That's beside the point. But but for the most part, we move with love. We move with love, and we move with intentions to love and give you guys the great perspective that we give you guys every Saturday, or every Monday through Friday, or every Wednesday, or every Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? We also have our social experiment with Jay to the Donna. She does that on Friday nights, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mika? She does a social experience on Friday night. At what time?
And
At 10 o'clock at night. So 10 o'clock.
Eastern.
You said Eastern or Central?
Eastern.
So 10 o'clock Eastern time, she does the social. She does a social experiment, and then we have tonight at can't make this shit up at 9 o'clock at night. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Because trust and believe, the person that you see now is not the person that you see on that panel. So don't judge me, judge a mammy. Just know that the person that you see here is not the person that you see on Can't Make This Shit Up, because it is a comedy show. So I let my hair down and I joke, joke, joke. I will roast you until you can't be roasted no more, and then I'll love you after. I'm loving you while I'm roasting you. Just know that. Just know that. It's all
I
love.
also go live every morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's what I
And
I actually I said. That's why I said, listen, you can catch us Monday through Friday, and I pointed at you. Boom. Catch Monday through Friday. You point right here. Like if you want something that's really gonna be fulfilling for real, Mika, right there. Elysium, that person right there. This one right there. That's hiding. That's trying to hide, but she's not hiding. But she's hiding for real. Yeah, she's gonna give you something that you've never experienced before. I promise you. Listen, I didn't like meditating until I met Mika. Just know that meditating was not a thing for me. I didn't care for it. I didn't think it worked until I met her, and she gave me the perspective that I needed in regards to that. And trust and believe, when I meditate now, I actually do it in whole heart and in energy. Sound bath is clutch. A1 sauce. Okay, A1 sauce. And if
thank
you
you.
haven't checked out her website, go check out her website. Elysium
Black
LBC.
butterfly, you're supposed to fall asleep. Don't.
No, yeah, she was doing. She said, "I'm doing my meditation." Yeah, that's why you fell asleep. The meditation will do that to you. The meditation will definitely make you fall asleep, people.
And if you're not asleep, you're definitely in a deep trance. So
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure y'all following everybody. Everybody here is really here to help. Mama G will probably eventually start doing her box battles again. I don't know when she's going to start again, but she does the box battles on her page as well.
And Fridays, I'm gonna start doing improv night. We're gonna start making up stories, and we're just gonna
Have fun.
make it work. When I tell you we did that the other day,
People
and it
coming in.
was so funny, and people were really like, "What's up?"
Nobody
It
knew
was,
what was going on. What up, Davino? Welcome in, brother man. How you doing? Welcome in. If y'all not following Davino, Davino is Davino the God over here, sir. This guy right there, the deep voice poet.
shalom.
This deep Davino, come up here real quick. Like if you listen, all right, ladies, please don't fall in love with his voice off the bat like that, because
The deep voice poet.
listen, you think I'm lying? Davino, come up real quick if you can.
let's go, y'all. Keep tapping the screen. We're trying to get to 50K before 12 o'clock. We are at 36.4. Tap the screen, or you ain't getting a virgin mimosa or a liquored up mimosa.
So
What? I
other
want that mimosa.
the other part of this live, and a lot of people don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Y'all ready for it? I'm gonna let Davino come up here and speak real quick before I do it. But it's called setting healthy boundaries. Hi, how you doing, guys? Hi, hi, hello. I'm happy to know you. How you doing? What's going on, brother man?
What's good, King?
You see what I'm talking about?
Oh,
I
the
told y'all,
deep voice.
it's the deep voice,
Hey,
man.
Mama G. Hey, Elysium.
Hello.
Hormiga. What's good, brother?
Let's see what's going on, brother. How
How
you
you
doing?
doing, Glam? I can't complain, man. I'm grinding. You know, you got the show tonight on Zoom. Um, so grinding, man. Grinding for greatness.
So I want to ask you
Hold
this.
on, hold on, hold on. It's that voice for me, man. Why are you not on the radio, brother? I
It's
don't know what to tell you.
pretty impressive.
No, no worries, Jay. No worries. So I'm gonna ask you a question while you're up here, right? Because we're having the conversation of social
Thank you,
anxiety.
sweet tea. Okay.
So we're having the conversation of social anxiety. So I want you to answer this question for me to see if you are a part of that as well. So on a 1 to 10, right? Where is your social anxiety? And um, within your social anxiety, is it within yourself or is it within society that caused your anxiety?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
10 being the best, I would say about an 8.
Okay.
Initially, before all this, I would have said like a two,
Okay.
because I didn't people like that. Um, I had a couple of people I rock with, but that was about it. But now it's about an eight. Um, I'm in the age of I don't give a shit if it's not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me. I don't care. Um, because the problem we have with
I'm gonna mute
a
you,
lot
Mika.
of
There's some
society.
background noise.
Say again.
No, I was muting Mika because there was some background noise.
Oh, okay. The problem nowadays with people is everybody's in everybody's damn business, and I don't worry about people that doesn't benefit me nor them. Um,
Hey, Diamond.
I would say I still have moments where as the women say, clutching my pearls in nervous situations and feel awkward. But for the most part, I'm good where I'm at, King. I'm in a space of you love me and accept me for who I am,
Right.
or you don't. And if you don't, good. That means I'm not for you. Yeah, that literally means I'm not for you. But if you do, the the reaping of that benefit is that you gain a great friend, a great person, somebody who has your back and look out for you. You know, so I'm at about an eight in my life right now because I still want to keep that little 2% of I really don't care if you like me or not.
Yeah, you know what that 2% is? Let's look at it this way. There's boundaries, my guy.
That too.
That's what that is. That 2% is boundaries, and I think we should all have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said that because I feel like being at a 10, that means you don't have no awareness to anything when it comes to your your social well being and your social anxiety. That means you're
And
just
almost accepting of everything.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like being just if you're at a 10, if you're at a 10, that means you're free of everything. Like you don't
Yeah.
have boundaries. There's nothing there. But when you like an 8 or a 7, that means that you're aware that shit can go wrong
Oh
when you're
yeah.
out there. You know what I'm saying? So you're aware of that and your awareness is there. So there plays that boundary game, and then but you're
Hmm.
also able to still be out and have a good time and enjoy yourself and be out and communicate with people and socialize. But you don't. But
Yeah.
you're not completely oblivious to what's going on.
I mean, absolutely right. But I'm gonna say a dab of that with me, within what I do as far as performing poetry and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of that 2% is although I do perform, I do put on these shows, I do these type of things, but there's still that sense of, oh, what if they don't like it? What if I mess up? What if so? And that freaks me out a bit. But I'm so much into my fight or flight mode, and I don't even know why I said it as an option, my fight or flight mode. But when it comes to that, I'm like, fuck it, let's jump off. No parachute, no helmet. I'm a land.
Right. Right. Right.
Because I mean, you've seen the premise of our shows, you've seen our shows, you see me perform.
Right.
So and a lot of people won't even realize that I'll be nervous as hell sometimes. I'll be freaking out sometimes, but they be like, "No, you did great," and I'm like, if you would have seen me before I went on, pacing and fucking hands sweating and all, and but it's like
I
when
get
it
it.
comes down to it, it's like fuck it.
I get it because when I do these lives in the morning, like I'm not fully aware that I'm actually doing these lives the first hour. I'm just kind of just moving as normal, right? But my fear
Yeah,
and anxiety is like, all right, what if I give these people the wrong information? Like you get what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I'm trying to help people, and I'm giving them the wrong information to accidentally trigger somebody in the wrong way. I think about these things when I go live.
Well, you have a Hormiga, because he'll key the fuck up and be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh yeah,
That's not it. So I've had him do that to me before.
what's up, Sparkles? Welcome in. Nah,
And
so
I will say, Mama G, I haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to see you around, love. It's been
Nice
a
to see
minute.
you too. I know.
It's just been a lot of running on my side, bro. I didn't tell you I hopped up out of that truck, went back to construction, and then now I'm training to be a crane operator. So
Oh, we
Let's
gotta talk to you. We gotta
go.
chop it up, bro. Congratulations, man.
appreciate
Congratulations.
it.
Congratulations, bro.
If which I know my brother know, and I'm gonna get on him and the queen. I'm gonna take a little bit part of it, but y'all know the show is tonight. I hope to see y'all there.
Yeah, just send me you just text me the link.
I appreciate it, sweet tea.
What time? What time are you going live?
It will be 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
We got a show to do.
Yeah, we
It's
have
on
a show
Zoom.
at 9.
We got a show at 9. We do have a comedy show at 9. We
I'm
do
gonna
have a
go
comedy
back
show.
and forth between both shows. I'll show you some
I've
people in
never
one.
said this to my brother because I love you, but I'm gonna fight you. Um,
I'm just saying, we got a comedy show at 9. We do every night. You know what I'm saying?
no,
If it wasn't for the show, I would have been there. For
we
sure.
got 5 artists, but every we do it every last Saturday of the month up until October, which is the in-person show.
Right.
So that if you miss one, it ain't. We don't take no hard feelings.
I'll take the time off for the next one. I promise.
Here's no, no, no. Here's the thing: if you make it cool, if you don't make it cool, because
No,
you and the Queen support all the time, but
I'm gonna
we
make it a
are
priority. I'm gonna make it a priority to come to the next one.
no, no. Here's your priority: you and the Queen are to be seen in October for the Black Tie event.
Sure. Okay, I got you.
No,
Davino
don't give me
told
that.
you you're going to be
Don't
there.
don't
You're going to
don't
be
give me
there.
that sure shit.
Yeah.
Sure is just like yeah,
You're
okay,
going to be
All
there.
right,
maybe,
we gonna have to make it. We will figure it out and make it happen.
Look at you
okay,
all squirming, pretending like
okay.
you're
Yeah,
ready.
we're gonna have to figure it out and make
Be-
it happen. We will talk.
Glam, it's because here's the thing. It's because the October show is a show that the ladies put on, and it's for the men. It's for the men to come in dressed up, smelling good, sit down and shut up and be loved on. So I
Nice.
encourage my brothers to come out and be appreciated because we sit back and we see these lady nights at the clubs and the bar. We see women get in free, women drink. We see women everything, and I appreciate that. And it's not a lot of things for the men where they're celebrated and appreciated. And the women who appreciate the men like that, believe me, and my brother will tell you, I cherish you all. Truly, I do cherish you all because there's a lot of females that are out here dogging through me and like it ain't shit. But the women who actually appreciate me and show love to the men, even when it ain't their boyfriend or they little boo thing or side, whatever you want to call it, even when it's not that and you still show that much appreciation, I adore you. So this is an event that the women put on to come out and show love to the men and spoil us for a change and show love to us. So that's the event I want him and the Queen to.
Davino, I'm not going to lie. I was told you had a deep voice before you jumped on here. And it made me laugh as soon as I heard your voice. Like,
Why would
it's
I
like
lie about that?
Mike Tyson on steroids. It's ridiculous.
Why would I lie about that? I was like, that boy got a deep ass voice.
You
And for
did not
everybody,
represent wrongly.
Listen, the first
yeah,
time I heard Davino's voice, I had to take a step back. Like
yeah.
I had to make sure I didn't bring the person that I was with in the room because I was like,
Yeah, I get that.
It's
He
almost
was
like
like, "Wait, bro, is that your real
yeah,
voice?"
it's the
yo, for
crocodile.
real, like.
Yeah,
And the crocodile hunter just said,
Listen,
right there is one of the 10 jewel-food snakes in the world. If it'll bite you, you surely die.
oh, if I could only have an
With a
Australian
deep
accent,
voice.
Jesus.
welcome in, Danielle. Welcome in. But nah, man, listen. Definitely hit me up. Hit me up with the date. Hit me up with all the information so that way we know how to move. Davino, you got my number, so just text me.
Absolutely, absolutely would.
And we still got to talk business.
For sure. And I still need my damn hat.
You know what's crazy? That's crazy that you said that because the last time I went to City Trends, they didn't have the hat.
You better get it back. I said.
We didn't have any extras.
Fire
So
City,
the one I have is
Fire
the one
City
that
Trends.
yeah. So yeah, that's the only one that I got. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I did see a couple other hats that you might like. So you know what I'm saying. I'll
You
take
know I'm the
some
hat guy.
I'll take some
You know
pictures. I know you a hat guy. I know you
you
a
know
hat.
I'm the hat guy.
But my
Got
hat
to,
is
man.
unique. You ain't gonna find it everywhere.
No, no, that's why I wanted it. I was like, damn, bro.
I got this Chicago Bulls hat that you ain't gonna find in any lit store or any store like that. That's why he
N-
wants it.
Not that one. I haven't seen that one, and I'm talking about
Oh,
I
you
haven't even
serious?
seen that one at the United Center. Bro, you had to do it.
Just know, don't bring that hat when you come pick us up over here, because you're gonna get robbed. BJ is a Chicago fan and everything. You didn't
Oh
just see I folded
damn.
a whole flag. I washed the flag and folded it just now.
I will not wear this hat. I'll be have my Lakers hat
That
on.
that mean if she robbed you, I gotta rob them. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
It's
right.
we
Exactly. We just
supposed to
out
be
here
good with each other.
we just
I
robbing each
wasn't
other
gonna
for the
rob
love.
him. I don't like the
Taking each
Chicago
other.
Bulls. It ain't me.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to get BJ and you know what? Tell him that's not personal. So just tell him it's not personal ahead of time.
Say
It's
less. I
strictly
got you.
business.
Oh man. But yeah, y'all. Just to finish up the live, because we're pretty much almost done. Just in regards to your social well being, just pay attention to creating healthy boundaries. You got to create healthy boundaries. Okay. As soon as you figure out if your social anxiety is you or society, once you figure that out and you acknowledge that, you got to create the boundaries so that way you can be with peace within yourself and just be able to experience life without having to stress yourself out or having to have anxiety. So, identify your needs and values. Take some time to reflect on what's important to you and your personal boundaries. Take some time, consider your values, beliefs, and what makes you feel comfortable or uncomfortable in different situations. Understanding your own needs and limits is essential for setting boundaries effectively. So just understanding where you are and what you're trying to do is gonna play a key role in creating your boundaries, as well as being able to communicate clearly. Effective communication is so important. Just because you said that you told somebody something, don't mean that you effectively communicate that with them.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind when you're communicating some of your boundaries to somebody. Make sure you're effectively doing that, so that way they understand. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to kind of give like hints. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to do some hieroglyphic bullshit with your words. Communicate it. Transparency. Be very transparent with your
Why
words.
does your beard look so awesome?
Um,
How do you get the beard to look that good?
Truth be told, it just grows on you. Like
It got nothing to do
You
with
have
him.
to
It's
do
all
something to make it look that good.
no, it just grows like
the
this.
queen is responsible
This
for that.
is I have nothing in my beard.
The queen is responsible for that. He has nothing to do with his
You got a
beard.
lot of juices in that beard.
This is natural. I have nothing in my beard. This is just. You see how this is? You can feel how look how dry
It's
this
a
is.
good looking darn beard. I'm not gonna lie. That is one
It
fine
was
looking.
actually up here at one point, and I shaved it down.
You said you were closing out the live, but
No, I'm not.
thank you.
We're getting there. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. We're not there. We're not there yet. We
If
got
you're
another.
speaking of effective communication,
Yeah, we got another.
you're effectively working on my boundaries by keeping that hat on.
Yeah, you take that hat off. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about, but it sounded good
I love you,
because
brother.
he said it in a deep voice.
Oh, listen, y'all not getting my hat.
Davino recording this right now. Let's see where he put it, like what movement he makes. So when the filter, he knows what room you in. When the filter pops on and out, it's like, oh, it's in that room. Say less.
Brotherhood, red in the background.
He about to get the blueprints of Sweet Tea's house.
I've, I've, I've already
You
created
know,
a
are
warning
you from
flyer.
Chicago? Are
I
you
am from
like a Michael
Chicago.
Jordan fan back in the full day?
Me?
I grew up on
You're a
Jordan.
full on Michael
Born,
Jordan fan, aren't you,
I've
Davina?
been a Jordan fan from way back when.
yes.
I've always been a Jordan fan, 100%. But yeah, this I seen this hat. I was looking at the hats that they had, and they ain't have no good hats until this one was hiding behind another hat. And when I picked the hat up, it was behind it. I was like, "Ooh, snatched!"
Ooh,
I was
look at this. I
like,
found
"Look
me
at
a
God!"
Tussle hat.
Like,
Sweet tea. Next time you go hat shopping, make sure he buys two of every hat that he get. If it come out looking like that when he just had on, two of every damn hat.
oh shit! Oh man! All right, so listen, I got one for y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? This is gonna fuck y'all head up. Learn to say no.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Learn to say no. It's
No,
okay to
hell
say
no.
no.
Why do we
It's
need
okay
to
to say
learn?
no when somebody's trying to take your hat.
So
Oh
you
yeah.
don't
Ain't
say
nobody
no. You
touching
say
my damn hat.
yes. You say yes then. You heard the lady on the song.
Nobody
All you
touching
gotta
this
do is
damn
say
hat.
yes.
Just to
Somebody
be.
reaches for my hat. Even Davino with his scary voice, I would still slap his hand. Be like, get away from my hat.
No is a super like Dr. Anthony said in the chat. No is is a superpower. Learn to say no. It's
Yes,
okay
sir.
to say no when something doesn't align with your boundaries.
Oh,
When you feel overwhelmed, saying no is not a sign of weakness, people, or selfishness, but rather a way of protecting your own well-being, preserving your energy. Practicing saying no without feeling guilty or obligated to explain yourself.
And
you're
no is
obviously
a
a
complete
reader.
sentence. No is actually a complete sentence.
It is a complete
I
sentence.
recommend a
I
book.
don't learn to take no as an answer. Listen, why not? I mean, if they can't take no as an answer, that's when you got to move the fuck out the way, people. Just move out the way. If they can't take no as an answer, just move out the way. It's that simple. Good morning. What up, Chevy? Welcome in, everybody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's the one thing. That's the one thing a lot of people struggle with is saying the word no.
Shit. Hell no.
Official
Knit.
mind, yeah.
Not a chance in hell. Keep it moving.
I do
No.
struggle with saying the word no.
Listen,
Here,
save
I
it.
got a gift for you.
Your
No.
words are truth.
I'm just giving to you guys as I wrote it down. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nope.
I'm fluent
Nope.
in many no's.
Nope. If you want to make it even funnier, do different faces when you're doing that. When you're saying no, no, oh, no,
you better give like 12 more faces for
like,
no.
mm-mm.
It's like Jamie Foxx
Can I
doing
borrow $5?
Nay. Can you do Jamie Foxx doing Nay?
I'm good.
Say no.
No, no.
Can borrow $5 in spirit.
$5 in spirit.
Yep.
All right. Just to level it out a little bit, right? Seek support when needed.
Yeah, we all need help sometimes.
I can't express that enough or how important that is. If you're in a challenging situation or in a struggling situation, find a friend or family member that you can trust with your words and the things that come out your mouth, and hope and pray that they do not use it against you, or they don't create some type of drama within it and start gossiping the things that you told them, right? I know that's not easy. I know it's hard. Trust me, I get it, but it's a very important step. And if you can't find it within friends and family, seek professional help, people. There's nothing wrong with having a therapist or a counselor. Just saying. Hi, hello. Um, do these things, people. There's nothing wrong with them.
You
Just
need to find someone you trust
exactly. There's
enough
nothing wrong with
to
that.
tell your weaknesses too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Especially a professional, they'll give you the tips and tools that's needed, so that way you can you can learn within those. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid for those things, man.
It's
But
hard to express your own weakness, even to those you love.
it's harder to express your weakness to the people that you love because you don't want to feel judged. it's very easy to it's a lot easier. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's a lot easier to express that to somebody that you don't know versus the person that you do know.
But within
Well, a
saying
person
people
I don't
still
know
need to
would
work on
never
their
hear it.
Right. No, I agree.
within saying that people also need to work on their confidence because I'm a firm believer of I don't give a shit if you judge me. The man upstairs
Okay.
and a man or woman upstairs is the only one that can judge me. So your opinion really doesn't matter unless I hold you important to me.
That part.
So
We on the
talk
FYP?
what you
Let's
will
go.
because of the fact of the matter of like you said earlier, be honest. If you can't be honest and come say the shit to my face, I don't give a fuck what you say about my back, behind my back.
That part. That part.
Davina, are you Italian? That was supposed to be a joke.
No, no, I'm not Italian, but I'm
You're
not
not
gonna tell you where the
Italian.
bodies are. So,
I love you guys. I love you. You guys are
You
awesome.
go with the flow very nicely.
I'm here
Thank
for
you
it.
for
I'm
being
here
here,
for all
man.
of this nonsense.
no
I'm
problem,
here for all
brother.
the shenanigans. Listen, practice. Make sure you also practicing self care and prioritize your self care. That right there, I can't stress enough. Just because, and hear me out and hear my words, because I'm not gonna say it twice. Just because you isolate yourself doesn't mean that's self care. Just because you isolate yourself doesn't mean that's self care. That's not what that is.
That one hit hard.
I mean, that's what people are doing now with this social anxiety, right? They're isolating themselves from the world. You think that they're focusing on themselves by isolating them? Yeah, no,
Isolation doesn't equal happiness.
no, it doesn't. Focus on your self care. Do things that make you happy. Do things that will help you heal. Do things that are gonna help you create boundaries, but also keep you at peace. That help you build within that joy of life. Isolation is not that. I'm sorry. Isolation is a very dangerous thing. A lot of people unalive themselves because they're isolated and they don't know how to come out of it. Right.
I never did learn how to come back out of that deprivation tank that somebody talked about.
It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy, man. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's doable. It's possible.
If you isolate yourself for long enough, you don't know how to talk to anybody anymore.
No,
Like
right.
I've lost connection
Come
with
on
how
up.
to actually communicate at some point in time.
I think I just struck a chord with Dr. Anthony. He's about to give us the truth right now.
Oh boy.
I'm going to mute up so I can listen to Dr. Anthony. Welcome, Dr. Anthony.
Welcome in, brother Anthony.
Man, I'm afraid to talk after hearing that voice. I was just like, I just feel like Forrest Gump up in here.
Don't do me like that, Doc.
Listen, I've been sitting back,
Oh, yeah, John.
and it's the importance of having the right people. And you don't understand how much this platform, this show, this this is medicine to so many people. And I need you to understand it's not the people that we see come in the room. It's the people who don't push the button but just stay in and just listen. It is medicine that is bringing global healing to so many people. And intimacy, surrounding yourself with the right people, and I always say it's intimacy. That means I'm willing to make myself vulnerable and trust that you won't hurt me. And you can't be vulnerable with everyone because you watch this in an adult intimate situation, one person is vulnerable while the other person isn't, and anything other than that is destructive, is abusive. Someone is always submitting. And so, regardless of me being Dr. Anthony, I need to be able to come to a place where I can just be Anthony.
That part.
Matter of fact, I have a client right now. He's a medical doctor, and everything he talks about, he talks about himself as the doctor. And my question to him is, I said, "Who are you when you're not at work?"
Yeah, what do you do when you get home?
Yeah, and I said, if you have, you're right, if you have to be the doctor at home, I said, do they respect you as being who you are, or do they respect your title?
Woo!
I said, because if you only live vicariously through your title, then you are not living. You're just a character that never turns off.
Oh my
It's like a
god.
method actor who is stuck in that same method.
Yes, you're always on improv. Whose line is it anyway? Mindset. You're always waiting for the next line so you can jump in and say something but do nothing. And it goes back to what I've said before. Those are puddles. Puddles. They look deep from a distance, but they're shallow the closer you get to them.
Woo! Lord Jesus. Listen.
So,
For me,
Dr.
it's
Anthony,
quiet.
why do you have the in front of your name? Like, why not just Dr. Anthony? Why does it say the Dr. Anthony?
Because nobody can beat me being me.
I like that.
I like the way.
That was smooth. That was smooth.
I thought it was a good question, though.
That was a good question, but I like how you answered that.
He
Because
did.
that
there are
was
so many doctors and there's so many Anthonys. And I've had people who try to clone who I am and use my image and likeness.
See,
I'm not gonna tell you that my government name is
feels
Anthony.
privileged. Nobody wants to clone me or clone my likeness. So that alone is a compliment.
He's in the building,
it's a smooth ass way of saying you your own worst competition. So I'm not gonna let me beat me. That is dope as shit.
my own worst enemy and my own
Yes.
competition. I am my own challenge in life.
Man, I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. I was watching college football, and anytime Ohio State comes on, they always say the Ohio State University,
Jacob, welcome in.
which lets me know we stand out from everybody else. I don't care if you're Harvard. I don't care if you're. We are the Ohio State University, and they're gonna let you know this is who we are. This is the standard we have, and you can't beat me being me.
Right.
Unless you're the University of Michigan in the past 2 years.
Yeah, and then there's
We
that.
stomped all over the Ohio State the past 2 years.
But we're not talking sports now because you know
I know.
it's,
It was
it's still just on another
nothing
level. We're just talking intellect.
Right.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons.
All right,
Even
so
my wife, my wife asked me that, and I said, so you can just introduce me as the husband of the house.
Now, bro,
Oh my goodness, there he
I
is
was
again.
about to drop, but within the conversation of social anxiety and people, being vulnerable and things like that, and I do this to you every once in a while. The one thing that kept coming back to my thought process was love,
yes.
and the thing about it is, I wrote a piece the other day and just a quick synopsis of what I imagine love is, because so many people have their own opinion of what love is, and a lot of them are different with different perspectives and everything, but a lot of us have the same goal at the end.
Right.
So, if possible, would you mind if I read what I wrote?
Go for it. I ain't gonna stop you.
Please read what you wrote.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Sweet Tea, because my sister is a Nubian and is a queen and is a goddess in her own right. Um, because don't get me wrong, I love my brother. We've been rocking for a while. But when they say a woman takes something and makes it 10 times better, when it enhances shit, My brother around here with fresh little crisp glasses, beard shaved up, skin glowing and shit. Got pretty ass little tumbler cups. I mean, what have you done to my old brother?
He does
I
have
mean,
a
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. He smiled more. I didn't even think he had teeth for a while, but now I see him.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
So, so shout out to the
I was
queen.
an avid meme mother. I was
So
an avid meme. I ain't smart for shit.
he had resting bro face for a while.
Uh,
So I mean, now he's smiling more. So shout out to the queen, and shout out to the ladies who do that for their man or their significant other. But this is a piece that I call "Love Is."
can I have everybody mute up while he's saying?
So
Thank you. That's a welcome in.
love is. Love is the smile that glides across my face every time I see it. The way my eyes lower down as my heart pounds with an excitement of you. Love is. Asking you questions through the universe as it carries a voice of love that keeps your ears ringing and the feeling as if I'm right there. Love is the protection I give to you and the nurturing you give to me. That feels like a sunrise on a tropical beach, warm, soft, smooth, and blissful.
What's up, Daniel?
Love, love is the thoughts of me wanting to be sinful. Love is holding hands, locking fingers, eye contacts, and the thoughts that linger. It's listening to understand as a whole and making nothing you say feel meager. Love is you, a pure premonition, the absolute and untamed definition, embodied in God's body as you are the rib of my perfection. My selection of your affection is a gratification that only comes in a life when it's prime. Love is when in my mind I prayed for you, I've prayed for you, I still stayed here for you in this and the next lifetime. Love is the right time to time the perfect for me as she times the perfect for she so we can create our perfect for we. Love is being locked inside worlds upon galaxies that create fantasies into realities within our own universe. I'm immersed into intense, deep affection, protection of a lifetime of memories that flood back through recollection. That's why my selection is love. So, through so many preferences and choices to reach for your start, embrace all your blessings and take a leap of faith with your heart. But at the end, always choose love because love is. Peace.
Woo! Okay, sir. I'm here for it.
Can I say, holy cow!
Yeah,
I
he's good
did
at what
not expect that, Davino.
he's
That
good,
was
he's good at what he's
that
doing.
was actually some very fine poetry.
I appreciate that, King.
He's good at what he do, man. He's good at what he do. I
Did
promise you, he
you
is.
didn't ad lib that? You wrote that, right? Like that was something you read.
Yes.
Okay,
No, I
I was
wrote
like,
that.
you did not just make that all up, all on the fly. Like, if you did, you
I
should.
could, but I wrote that. I could, but I write it because I want my thoughts to be methodical and I want them to be of common sense. I want them to be when I write poetry, and bro even know I was sitting in one of his sessions a while ago, and on the spot I wrote one about mental health and had to read it immediately in
I
here.
remember that. I remember that.
Oh,
And I'm inspired by so many things. Granted, a lot of my writings, well, a lot of my requested writings are of the sexual and sensual caliber, but I write so many things of mental health, everyday struggles, suffering from mental, physical, and emotional no problems. So, but when I'm sitting here talking and listening, even though through the laughter and things, like it kept my mind kept coming back to love. Like so I had to. Every once in a while, I come to my brother and say, "Hey, let me drop a piece on you because what you're talking about inspired me."
And you're always welcome. And you're always welcome. Always, always, always welcome. That's without question. Honestly, I'm gonna be truthful, y'all. I ain't got nothing else for you guys. We actually tackled everything as well and as fast as possible today. It was actually I really have nothing else for you guys. We got a half an hour, but I ain't got nothing else for you guys. I really don't. I
All
just
right, before he ends the live though, can we get to 50K likes, please? Power tap the screen, or again, y'all not getting them motherfucking monsters. I'm gonna drink them all.
so the only thing
Mama
I got
G,
left for
you
you
better
guys.
share those mimosas with all of
You
us.
better be tapping the screen.
I have tapped a lot, but I'm not doing it currently. I'll tap some more, but you
So
best be sharing them mimosas, Mama G.
I share the mimosas, Mama G. So the last live that we have to do that we haven't done is mind body connection and nutrition.
Wait, mind and body
Yep.
connection?
Mind and body connection and nutrition.
Also, can I ask you a question? Official mind, yo.
Just go for it.
When you were in college and high school, did you play football? Because you look like a
I played football.
defensive lineman.
So I played football in high school. I played 4 years. I played 4 years of high school football. I didn't play.
You haven't touched it since then, really?
Have not touched it since then.
It's a
I
shame you
did
look like that.
truthfully. I did college. I did high school football solely because I was already stocky. You get what I'm saying? I was already a stocky kid, and I already knew the
No
damage
kidding.
I can do.
You're thick.
So I did some damage. I did some damage. I definitely did some damage, but I honestly did it because the academics helped me in school.
Okay, so you did it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Davino, I'm pretty sure he would lay you out.
so
You
funny.
just seem so
Funny story, right?
peaceful that you wouldn't see it coming. Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure Crystal Mindio would lay out everyone on this
Look, I
panel
want to hear a funny
without
story.
a whole lot of effort.
I'm gonna give you guys a funny story, right? We had a community football event, right, where everybody was involved. So teachers, principals, whatever, everybody was involved. So me, I don't like the principal. Me and him never got along. We just wasn't cool at all. So it gave me umpteen opportunity to knock his head off in this game because it was in my legal right to do so because he was a part of the game. Right? It was tackle football, so I had every opportunity to take this man's head off, knowing that I didn't like him. Right? So I had them put me on the defensive line intentionally so I could knock his block off. Like just the fact that I knew I could do it and I couldn't get in trouble. So the day that the game came, we had the game. I was like, I said, who's the quarterback?
Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
And then there was like Principal Torres is a quarterback. I was like, all right, bet. So we made a plan. We all advised this plan. The people that was on the offensive line and the defensive line is when he hikes to move the fuck out the way so I could just knock
Oh
his
my
head off.
God!
Right? So
That's
everybody
mean.
moved out
That's
the way. Like it was just like he was stuck. He was shocked because he wasn't expecting it to happen. So
well.
the
There's
second
no
he
way
went,
anyone would expect an
it was
unobstructed
unexpected. It was
attack.
just like hi, and you see the offensive line just open. That's all you see was the line just open up.
Cannot imagine official mind.
I just ran straight at him
Shit.
with nothing but full speed and aggression, and I just hit him. And then all you see is the helmet go flying.
Yeah, you're 18,
Oh,
18 years old, probably like what,
Listen,
260.
I enjoyed every second of it. I was like
you
I was
went the
like
longest
200,
yard on
I was
him.
like 230, but I was more muscle than anything back then. So
So you was Bob Sapp in the longest yard. That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
pretty much.
That's horrible.
Yo, when I'm telling you, I took that man head off. I took that man head off. I thought that was the
Thanks
funny.
for bringing everything back to football.
Now you know. Now you know what made the
I
situation even
appreciate
worse.
it though. Like
You know
it's
what made the
obvious that
situation
you
even.
played.
You know what made
You're,
the
you're,
situation worse?
if you didn't play football, I would have made fun of you
I
because
took my helmet off.
Oh wow.
I took my helmet off and I showed my face.
Oh, hey, I want that kid expelled immediately.
I took my helmet off. Listen, it was worth it. It was worth
Every flag on the field probably threw. They were throwing
every
flags from the
flag.
crowd.
Listen, the
From the parking lot.
listen. The referee was shocked. Like the referees were shocked. The crowd was shocked. Nobody knew what was going on, but the people on the field. Like everybody,
Bro,
the only the players on the field knew what was going on. We advised this plan on purpose because actually
it's weird that like how did you get the offensive lineman to agree to just step out
half
of
of
the
the
way?
school didn't like him. Half of the school didn't like him. So the majority of the people that were playing in this game, teachers included, did not like him. So it made it a whole lot easier for me to make this happen. It made it a whole lot easier to make this happen. It was like we advised this plan like 2 days before the game actually happened.
How's the principal
It's
doing? Yeah,
always
he's
been
suffering from upper respiratory issues for the rest of his life.
listen, listen, the rest of the school year. Oh, trust and believe. I was on his shit list.
Yeah, it didn't go over well. I mean,
I was
if
on.
you
I'm
actually
surprised
like
I even graduated. To be truthful,
tackle the way I can envision it,
I'm
like I'm
surprised he even
envisioning
graduated.
you just laying out some dull old white man, and you look like kind of a. First of all, you're very smiley and friendly looking, but that does not mean you can't hit somebody with authority.
Oh,
100%.
definitely
That's
can't.
what you call fuck around and found out.
And that's what I deal with, and that's what I deal with,
I don't do that.
look,
If
I
you
deal
know,
with this, and
I don't F around. I just leave it alone.
Listen, that's all you got to do is leave that shit alone. Like,
Exactly.
I'm not a big fan of, I'm not a big fan of, I'm not a big fan of hurting people until I can do it in my legal rights.
Yeah, you did it during that day, and it was fun that day.
Oh, it was.
You just don't seem like the type who would actually set something like that up.
Oh
Like
no!
the
Oh
offensive
no! Back
line
then, okay.
movement.
See, I wasn't the same person back then than I am now. I'm a little more delivered. I'm a little more delivered than I was back
this,
then.
Not
listen,
delivered.
listen, listen, brothers and sisters. This is why I try to tell people, don't be so quick to assume because it creates underestimation. I deal with that all my life. You see, I don't really get into arguments with people. I'm strong on the motivation tip, right? But I try not
What's good,
to go
Earl?
to go. I don't try to go through this because a lot of people underestimate my kindness for weakness. This is a very old saying.
That part.
And the truth of the matter is, I can be kind to you, but I can be just as much as a petty person to you as you need me to be if that's what it calls for. And that's where people drop the ball.
Yeah,
Matching energies.
So
they gave me the name King Teddy for a reason.
Horminga. How do you pronounce your name? Horminga?
it's a silent H
Hormiga.
or Miga.
Ormiga.
Hormiga.
Yeah,
Hormiga.
that stands for ant. Short for my name, Anthony, in Spanish. Ant is hormiga in Spanish. So I am also an Anthony, FYI.
Hormiga. It is very good to have you on here and the panel.
Well, I appreciate that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It wasn't until a couple of years ago that I was able to accept a compliment without deflecting it or pushing it to a different direction. So I truly appreciate that. And I will take that with me. Thank you.
Brother, you can't be that goddamn awesome and not accepting compliments. I'm glad you changed those ways because you are dope as fuck, bro. And I've known you for quite a while from the outside, and then from the outside, just looking in, listening to you speak to actually getting to know you, brother. I'm glad that has changed.
Hormiga has been a vital person when it comes to my growth, as well as the growth of this platform. You know, you
The energy that I'm getting right now from you guys is so overwhelming right now. And I've learned to channel that and give it back. How does the saying go? Teach one, keep one. How does that go?
Teach one, teach one, reach one, teach one.
Reach one,
Yes,
teach one.
yes. And let me tell you something. TikTok for some people has been the worst experience, but for me, it's been great because I get to see people from all walks of life able to be flexible and take, the things that I learned and share it with people in a different perspective. Learn how to be flexible, ladies and gentlemen. Learn how to take a compliment. Learn how to be outside of your ego and pride for once, and you'll get far. I appreciate you guys, man. You don't understand. There's no words that I can say to express how much I actually appreciate you guys.
I don't think and it's profound, man. Like it really is. Like I don't words can't even express how much I appreciate you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Words can't express how much I appreciate you. Like it's to the point where if he needs me to do something for him, it's not this little no, I can't do it, or maybe, or no, I got you. It's that simple. I got you. No matter
Man,
Unless
what.
you ask for his hat.
yo, like the leader of this panel, I would never have thought this man to be such a big, heartfelt teddy bear. Like, at first glance, he looks like a linebacker who's ready to kill you.
That's
He
crazy.
does not seem like a big, sweetheart teddy bear type person. He does not. Like, you look at him, like, he's got the beard, he's got the smile, and I just got to tell you, like, you look like somebody who would crush me on a football field.
I would.
Not
No, I would. There's no.
who's
Yeah, I definitely would.
knowledgeable, heartfelt, and thoughtful. And I actually believe you do your research on almost everything you talk about.
I've done a lot, man.
Oh no, hold on. There is no doubt that he does the research because I will be the first one to hold him accountable if he's
But
not
when
if,
you
if he
look
brings
at him,
any fluffy to
he's
this
a
table, I'll be
big,
the first one.
dangerous looking black man. He is not like the person you're like, oh, I bet that one did his research. You don't, when you look at him, you're not like, oh, that guy, he definitely read up on Roe versus Wade or something.
Oh yeah, I definitely do my research. I definitely do my research.
Indeed. Hey, I'm finna drop down. I gotta get back to the kiddos' taekwondo session and the queen and
Not a gummy
everything.
bear with a beard.
Bye, Davina.
Somebody,
Have a good day.
yo,
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
keep
not the
popping in
Listen,
out of
man,
this
taekwondo.
room
Uh-oh.
tonight.
and your deep voice, you have a wonderful
somebody just
day.
called me a goddamn gummy bear. Who called me a gummy bear?
Or Miga.
Earl,
What?
Earl,
What's
Earl.
going on,
Somebody in
Quincy?
the back said he's
Now
a gummy bear with a
don't get me
Gummy
don't do
bear
that.
with
I
a
said
beard.
nothing about
That's
a gummy bear.
That's Earl Cherry.
Yo,
Sweet tea.
what's good,
Absolutely
bro? How
will.
you doing, brother? It's been
I
a
will
minute.
tell a queen. I'll tell the queen and just send it out. Definitely, bro. Definitely always love and appreciation.
Always.
Understand that you are held to a high regard because you are who you are, and know that. Never forget that.
You are a damn good person. Thank you very much, official mind you.
I appreciate that.
And
I appreciate that.
Divino,
I just,
nice meeting you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, brother.
Have a good day, Davino. Be safe.
all right,
Enjoy your
brother.
show. I'm gonna try to
Always,
pop in and out of it because I will be in a
absolutely,
comedy show, but I'm gonna
absolutely.
pop in and out.
Absolutely, and for the people, it's the
Welcome back,
flyers on my
Mika.
page, so you can definitely check it out. So,
Hey,
By the
hey,
way,
hey, 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 brother, brother,
shut
do me
up
a
and start
favor.
tapping.
Do me
yeah,
a
I
favor,
love this
brother.
man's life. I'm gonna tap, tap, tap for a little
yes,
while.
sir, Mika.
Yeah, do me a favor and hug your family for me. And after you hug them, give yourself a hug too, bro.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you.
This is the best.
Whew. So, I wanted to give you guys something real quick because I talked about it on my live 2 days ago. I think, Mama G, if I'm not mistaken. I need a break.
You did say that, yeah, 2 days ago for sure.
I need a break.
Why? Why?
I've been we've been pushing, we've been doing these lives consistently for God knows how long, and I don't think people understand the amount of energy it takes to do a mental health live. It takes a lot of energy.
It does.
Just like
Truthfully,
we need the help and we need time to recuperate from our traumas and our daily life. So do people who help us with our traumas and our daily life.
Yeah, I need a break. And it's not to say that I'm gonna stop posting. I'm not gonna stop posting. I'm still gonna be posting mental health stuff on the page. I'm still gonna be posting the affirmation stuff. I'm still gonna be within my Discord and taking care of my Discord. But I need a break. I need a break. Um, I did lose one of the closest.
I think I know where you're going with this. So before you do that, pick and choose wisely, because don't forget. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I like to show people consistency and dedication. For those that don't know, I'm in Vegas right now. I'm an East Coast guy. I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning after hanging out all night in Vegas, because you know what happens in Vegas? I don't want to finish that.
Stays in Vegas.
Right. So I haven't really slept. So I'm going straight from wherever I was at to be here on this live to show people that I got my brothers back. You know, so to say mental health is a real thing. And by the way, this is Mental Health Month for those that don't know that.
Right.
But I only said that to show you that there's a 3 hour difference over here.
Right.
Okay, and right now it's 8:46 in the morning over here, and you guys are ready to close out and go about your business. I still got to do the rest of the morning over here.
He's not saying he's ready to close out. He's saying he's ready to shut down for a couple of days. And he's hoping that everyone's okay with it because he's tired.
I
I
He's
just
think
been
I, I
he's
think
been
what he's
working
saying
all
is that
life
he might
for
skip
all of
a
us.
Saturday.
Or
say what?
I
No,
mean,
hold on. Wait. What did you say, Omega?
I think what he's saying is that he might want to skip a Saturday because he's
Or
going to be
two.
available during the week. I think what he's saying is that we're going to take a Saturday off, which I knew that was coming a long time ago.
Yeah, it was something that needed to happen a while ago, and I just never happened. It never happened.
official mind, yo. Why haven't you not? Like, if you know you need that time, take that time.
The
If
reason
you're
why I
running
didn't take
from
it, the reason why I
health
didn't take
and
it,
wellness,
the reason why I didn't take it to when I was supposed to take it is because my book had just dropped. I just put
Correct.
my book
you have a
out.
book?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your
Yeah,
book?
and I advised him, that right now wasn't the
I
time
might buy
for him to
that.
take a step back.
So my book is called Monumental. It's available on Amazon. And
Link in the bio.
the link is in my bio. It's in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle. So I didn't want to drop the book and then just go ghost and not explain to people why I dropped the book or what the book was for. So I stayed consistent from the day that we dropped the book to now, so that way we can give
I'm
people the
tired.
that the book is available for them, as well as what we're doing moving forward with the platform, because we did a complete 360 with the platform the third year, the second to third year hit. It's not the same that it was 2 years ago or a year ago. It's completely different. This whole platform is completely different. So I just need a break, right? And the only reason why I need a break,
Yo,
the main reason
you,
why I
you
need a break,
think you need a break, but
No,
monumental
he
does not
needs
need
a
a break.
break. No, he needs a break.
I'm
No,
gonna
he
Doesn't
explain
doesn't
to you,
think.
need
Blam. I'm gonna explain to you why I need a break. I'm gonna explain to everybody why I need a break. I lost my brother. I have not been able to
mourn him.
mourn him or deal with the fact that he's gone. I have yet to do it because I've been
Was
so
he
focused on
younger or older?
everything else. I have yet to even acknowledge the fact that the man is gone. The only reason why I can see that he's gone is because I went and watched the service on Facebook. That's it. That's the only reason why I was able to just acknowledge the fact that he was gone. But I still haven't come to terms with it, and I'm trying to not overwhelm myself. You know what I'm saying? And do so much to the point where I can't do these lives effectively. You get what I'm saying? Can I have you mute, Glenn? Because there's a lot of background noise. Um, because it's like I just don't want to. I don't want to come half. I don't want to come half full. Come half full with you guys. I want to be able to come prepared and come mentally there. And right now I'm not there. I've been fighting it, and I've been fighting it, and I know I'm not there for the sake of the platform and the people that we are helping. That I've been fighting it.
And how good is he if he can, if how good is he to us if he's not good to himself? Like he's not going to be any good to us if he doesn't take care of himself first.
And it's not saying that I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I just need a break. I need a break. I
Look,
need to
here's
mentally.
another
Yeah.
thing too.
You
Here's
deserve a break.
look. I want you to understand this. After this show, we've been doing this for 3 years. After the show, we get a lot of testimonials. We get a lot of heartfelt things. We feel all these things. After the show, me and him sometimes just go to sleep. After the show on a Saturday, we go to sleep because there's so much going on. There's so much energy. There's so much. Trust me, man. It's up until you do this for a couple of years, and you're like a dam or like a toll gate for all this mental health that we're sharing. We feel it too. And sometimes for the rest of the day, it takes me 2 or 3 hours for me to decompress what I just went through. So it's 3 hours in the show and then another 3 hours to decompress what was on the show. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen. So for the sake of self mastery, because that's what we push in this show, it's more about self help, how to help yourself, how to recognize the things that you should be aware of. And we talk a lot about accountability, and part of accountability is recognizing when you need a break.
You know what? Can I say this a little bit though, bro? Like, bro, if you need a break, bro, embrace that break. Take it. You feel me? By any means necessary. If especially with dealing with mental health, if you do it effectively and efficiently, it is draining mentally and physically. Right? If you're not just doing it for like entertainment, you're actually embodying other people's,
You
trauma,
take on all of
or
their
whatever.
trouble.
Right. That's heavy. That is heavy. You feel me? And if you don't have time to decompress, you will implode. You feel me? And you have to step away from that. Yeah, man. Hey, and give
No,
your
he doesn't.
time to mourn. Deal with your personal issues too. That's why therapists have therapists. You feel me? Psychologists
Oh,
even go
this
see
man is
therapists.
strong.
That's heavy. Mental health is heavier than anything physically exerting you can do. Bro, take that break, bro, and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Decompress. You feel me? Let the sun touch that melanin you did,
Facts.
and then you know what I'm saying. Come back to it. Take some
Every
time for
word
yourself
you're
and your family.
saying,
And
I feel it.
respectfully, Glam, it's crazy that you keep telling this man that he does not need it when he's telling you that he needs it. How are you gonna tell somebody else what they do and do not need? Like respect the boundaries that he's setting because that's basically what he's doing is setting a boundary for his mental health and himself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and just leave it at that. Listen, you'll be fine for 2 weeks or a week, and he'll be right back. It's not like he's leaving forever.
I
Like
only
respect his
met him
boundaries. You
today.
keep disrespecting his boundaries by telling this man that he does not need a mental health break.
I need it, regardless of what he's saying. I need it. I already know I
Yeah.
need it,
Take it.
and I'm gonna have to take it. But when we come back, I know I've been ignoring this live that I've been trying to do, but obviously Hormiga's been pushing me to do it. So we're gonna do the mind, body, and nutrition's connection when we come back in 2 weeks. I am taking 2 weeks off. I need a break. I need a break. You can reach me if you need
Official
me.
mind, yo. I'm
Give me a second.
more than happy.
Give me a second, Glenn. Give me a second, because I can't think while somebody else is talking. I'm sorry. Um, but when we come back in 2 weeks, right? I need to get I need to get that live together because that's going to be a very powerful live. That a lot of information is going to be given within that live, and I need to make sure that I'm mentally able to do that live. If I attempted to do it next Saturday, y'all not going to get the full me. Y'all won't get the full me. You know what I'm saying? So next 2 Saturdays from now. Just keep that in mind. 2 Saturdays from now. Mind, body, and nutrition. It's gonna be a powerful one. I need it's gonna powerful. Okay.
It's good work
Um,
because I could roll this.
you do what you guys can do
And
what
I
you have to
tell
do.
you,
I'm not stopping you guys.
I'm like,
At this point, I'm just ignoring it.
see what I'm saying?
You know,
Say
It's
less,
it's
because
it's
that's
the arm length
ridiculous
also
and
has a lot to do with the
disrespectful
whole
as fuck.
handprint. All manufacturers involved.
I'm not even paying no mind to it. Y'all know I can easily ignore something. Very easy. But Mika or Mika, we got to get with Charlene, Duke, and anybody that's within our circle for this live, right? To make it happen, because we need all the we need all the superpowers of our community for this live. Okay, for that particular live, we need all our superpowers together. So I don't know how we can make it happen. We just gotta make sure everybody's schedule is aligned for that Saturday. But we definitely need everybody for that. You know what I'm saying? So Frito, what's good, bro? Gambit, what's going on? But yeah, I'm taking a break, 2 weeks. I'm still gonna be posting. I'm gonna create the live event for you guys to register for the live. So you guys 2 weeks to register for the live and whatever the case may be. And then we're gonna keep going strong. But I do need a break, and I do need time to at least mourn my brother. You know what I'm saying? And just spend time with Sweet Tea, spend time with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And just do these things that I haven't been able to do effectively on Saturdays. So, what's good, Bird? What's good, Pops? You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Truthfully, I'm not going nowhere. I just need a break. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I just need a break. You know what I'm saying? And I was ignoring it, guys. Y'all see me. I was trying not to snap myself because it kept on interrupting me, and I'm not really big on people interrupting. He was just being rude and ignorant, and I didn't like the fact that he was doing that. But I was trying
Unfortunately,
to.
some people are way too selfish and only think about themselves. I get that you came into this mental health life and it's helping you, but for you to be selfish and be like, you don't need it, you don't need it, you're only saying that because you want him to go live so you could be in here. But you can wait. It's not that detrimental to you. And if it is, you need a therapist and not this live.
Very much so. But I love you guys. We're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna keep the energy the way it was when we first started. We're gonna leave the energy the same way it is when we're getting off of here. So if you guys want to give y'all closing, give y'all closings, and then we'll close out. So Cormy could go first.
Yes. First of all, I want you to realize that when we'll be back will be the day before Father's Day. Dun, 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 dun. You didn't realize that, did you? But that's okay.
I did.
But I'm here for it. I'm here for it because we will be talking about that and Father's Day and what a real father is and what a real father is supposed to be and da 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 da. I don't have much to say today. I took this time to listen more than I did to speak. When I did come in, I tried to say some things. You know, we got to be very careful about trying to be the most profound person in the room.
Yeah,
And sometimes I like to go first because people say, that's what I was going to say. Well, here's the deal. If you hear me say something that you were going to say, I'm just pushing you to just expand. You
that's
know,
true.
I want you to start all over and create another thought. Expand on what was said because by you hanging on to what you wanted to say, it's like you're playing double dutch. You know how somebody is moving their head back and forth
Yeah,
and they're ready to jump in? Guess what? You should have that thought and be thinking about the backup thought just in case. This is like Family Feud. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. That's what I was going to say.
good morning,
Let's
Queen.
let's use our brains a little bit better by expanding on thought. If somebody says what you were going to say, then now your brain should start thinking about how does that affect you. I'll leave it at that. Listen, I love you guys. It's been great. We're going to take 2 weeks off. I need it myself. I'm not going to lie. Me and this man has talked about this for months. This is not a week of talk. We've talked about taking a break for months.
We have, we have.
So it is what it is. I appreciate you and everybody that comes on this panel. Um, Listen, man, again, talking is not the only way of communicating, ladies and gentlemen. The most important part of communication is the listening part. And I think that I exercised this today because you guys know that I'm very long winded. And I don't care who judges me because nobody can judge me better than myself. So
That
have
part.
a nice day. Live from Vegas. Formiga, in and out.
Enjoy Vegas, brother, man. I love you. Go ahead, Mama G.
You got to be healthy within yourself, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, in order to get anything positive to come out of your life, especially when it comes to communication. Because if you're not there to listen and you're just there to respond, you're not going to get the message. And Enjoy your mental health break, brother. I appreciate you always being here. I love your topics. Do what you got to do for you. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Go ahead, Mika.
Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.
And I expect some beach footage.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you already know. You already know.
You already know that, okay? Because yeah, I won't be able to make it there for a minute, but that's the only expectation I have. And for you to come back with a little bit of a tan, gets you, get out there and get outside, let
Yeah,
the
we gonna.
wind blow in your luxurious beard, you know. Um, I wanna say one thing. Earlier when I was saying something about our inner circle, what Ramika just said is the exact reason why he's part of my inner circle.
Right.
Because if you don't have somebody that can challenge you, what you doing?
Yeah.
You need somebody that can make you think beyond trees. Feel me? So I hope y'all took that out of the this conversation, and that self love is definitely warranted. And that's all I have to say, really. I
Yeah.
was just making up shit at that point, so I'm sorry.
Listen, it sounded good.
Yeah, it sounded good to me. That's for sure.
It sounded good. I don't know. Maybe because your voice is calming, but it sounded good. Cherry, go for it, brother.
What's up, bro? Hey, I don't know if it was just me or maybe it was the ancestors that heard that whole gummy bear comment. I just repeated it. Don't blame me. But, but brother, look, I pray that you find solace in your time of mourning your brother. Right? Enjoy this break. I challenge all of your followers and viewers to apply everything that they have witnessed, heard, and participated in up to this point. Take these 2 weeks to apply everything that you've learned from these, these lives and the people that you've met and you've touched and all this. No Diddy, from what you do, right? Yeah, bro, enjoy your break. Hey, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of damage for you to unpack when you come back. Trust me, because I got a lot of jokes. So it's gonna be plenty of work for you to do when you get back, bro. Enjoy your break.
I'm ready to work.
Pour into your family. Do that.
Starting today, because when you get off, he's gonna sell hell to this place called TikTok.
That's not. We're not
Love
doing
you
that. But
guys.
I embrace your break, brother.
I appreciate it.
Wait. Was that you threatening us with a good time?
That's what it
Nah.
sounded like. That's what it sounded like. Y'all know I'm always ready to work when I'm full, when I'm 100%. So I want so for my followers, for the folks that come in here on the daily, for the people that are in the Discord, um, just like Earl said, the last couple of months that we've been doing this, do the best you can to apply all of that to your life on a daily basis. Do what you can, because I'm gonna ask questions when I come back. Trust and believe. I will ask questions when I come back. Don't think that I'm gonna forget about y'all. No, I'll ask questions when I come back. But do what you can to apply everything that you've learned. Do your best. It's not easy. It's not an easy task, but it's doable. It's manageable. If you really want to be the best version of yourself, you will do it. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't grabbed the book and you need something as a toolkit to help you process through that, go ahead and grab the book. The book is called Monumental. It is on Amazon. It is available now on Kindle, paperback, and hardcover. Link is in my bio. If you haven't purchased the book yet, I would do so. I would.
Also, get up on the Discord because there's a lot of informational things on there, books that he shares, and there's a test that will help you start off with what you're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. I put in various amount of resources in our mental health resource channel on the Discord, and I also added some self love books on top of my book and Hormiga's book within our mental health library within our Discord. So if you haven't grabbed the Discord, make sure you download that purple remote controller onto your phone or iPad or whatever device that you have, and definitely hit the link in my bio. I think it's like the fifth link, if I'm not mistaken, the fifth or the fourth link. And then join the Discord, right? I'll do when you join the Discord because it gives me a notification. And if it's giving you any issues, just message me on the back end and I will help you with that. But I love you guys. I really do. I want you guys to understand that I'm here for you, but I can't be here for you if I'm not here for myself. And that's just me being as transparent, as honest as possible. So, in a world full of negativity, make sure y'all choose love and love on purpose. Keep life simple. Love is the
Bye.
glue. Respect is the flavor. You
Love
dig?
you.
Dig. Make sure y'all.
Let's go.
I love you guys. Make sure y'all live within y'all value energy. And I pity the fool who doesn't mind their mental. B, welcome in for the first time. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Man, I love you guys. Oh, you trying to come back up? What you trying to say? What you gotta say? What you gotta say? Hold on. What's up,
Bro,
bro?
your break started 5 minutes ago, bro. Why are you still here? Go break.
I'm
Bye,
getting
bro.
off. I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I pity the fool who doesn't mind their mental. Peace.
Peace.